Frozen in place in her cage, Claresca could only weep tears of hope as Ilgorax took flight with the petulant elven knight that had accompanied him on his visit. Precariously astride his back, the girl wept for her father, the king, for her mother's sudden power madness, for the childhood lost of fate as she ascended the Meldrayan throne but 2 winters nigh. As queen, her reign had been brief but notable, she hoped. At 9, nearly 10, she was aware of her own petulance, and her berserker outbursts had won her the title the Imminent Shrew back in court. But she was at least proud she had not done anything especially cruel or unusual in her short rule. There was that one fellow, Josiah Southwall, whose head she had nearly had off prematurely that one time in court. She wondered briefly if he would have been able to save her from Ilgorax. It seemed unlikely. It felt like only days ago she had seen him. Then there was Leith. Leith, Mr. Lath. She sighed. With tears still frozen to her face, Claresca drew a chattering breath. The dragon's rhyme had begun to thaw, and soon she would move her fingers and toes again. The creature had been barely keeping her alive, and now she was wiry and thin. She had cropped her hair off in the weeks after the escape from Vaingate, and now her patchy, lice-bitten scalp bled. Queen Claresca of Scartabel knew that Ilgorax was very old, for she had received the proper tutelage in history and the arts. He kept the skull of a giant in his cavern, and that marked him likely from the first age. His evil was unutterable. He had taunted her with tales of his deeds. He had described in great detail the taste of elven and human flesh. It was not until 2 servant boys were begging for their lives that she gave up her own name to save them. But Ilgorax was merciless and cruel. Instead, he had desecrated their corpses, and although she closed her eyes, she could not forget the sounds they made or what he did with them after. That was 13 days gone by now. For nearly 2 weeks, Ilgorax had left her in the company of his single minion, a deranged Goliath with no eyes, no tongue, and only one arm to speak of. The other was a hook. Annum No Eyes, Ilgorax called him, a kind of slur against his racial heritage, and Annum, the All-Father's name. But No Eyes had fed her, barely, with thin cold stew, and thrown her some rags. When it had gotten really cold, he had taken a lamb from the flock which he kept nearby and placed it in her cage for warmth. Queen Claresca had held that lamb closely and named it Empire. And she had made an oath to herself, her gods, her ancestors, and her people. Then and there, Empire would not be sacrificed. Claresca! The monster intoned. Its roar reached up through the cavern's twists and turns before his frightful presence could. Despite his wings, the enormous white dragon was too big to move with dexterity. Everything its bulking form touched shook, showering sparkles of ice and snow. Prepare yourself for your flight now, child. You come with me. Had that night truly bargained his family heirloom for her life? Empire shuddered beneath her robes as she gripped the tiny lamb. Ilgorax took the chain on the top of her cage and raised her from the floor of the cavern. There was a bleat from within. The dragon's visage approached the cage. What is this? Never mind. No eyes, I will deal with your petulance. Welcome to the Vaingate Chronicles. I'm Russell Kirkby, and I would like to introduce you to Max Easy as Edryn, Joanna Grodenhouse as Dala, Barry Tahira as Wren, Steve Austin as Leith, Michael Bache as Adrik, and Caitlin Flower as Nyla. How is everybody?
Right.
Most Gucci.
Excellent. How's our
Alive.
sound, people?
At the moment.
Forgive me.
Energized for a whole new year.
Energized for a whole new year. Excellent. A new year of fighting white dragons?
Oh boy, what a way to kick off the year.
Right.
Welcome everybody, it's a new year. Also, here's a dragon.
What a way to end the year.
Here is a
You just
dragon.
had to drag us across the line, man. Just fully. Just had to drag us over to this new year.
Drag us over to the new year.
Eh,
Fair
what a
enough.
drag.
Fair enough. I am going to adjust one camera here that I see.
We've got a little report in the chat as well, Russell,
Do we?
that,
What is that?
your sound is coming in and out.
Sound is coming in and out. Might be because I've been making big noises. And sometimes
be.
that makes the microphone adjust everything all by itself because it's but a USB condenser microphone and not one of them flash fancy ones like what Michael's got.
Yes.
Yes. But nonetheless, it does a pretty good job overall, and you get the gist, you know. And if you'd like to donate us several hundred thousand million squillion dollars, we'll all buy very nice microphones.
For the humble price of $400, we can all. One of us can get an 8 Rode NT1,
Right,
which is what I have.
right. There you go. Fantastic. So you can go to our Patreon, which in all of those things listed below, but we're not going to spend our time selling that shit to you. What we're going to do is talk about...
We have a Patreon?
We have a Patreon now.
I've had a Patreon for ages. Nobody knows about it because I haven't really pushed it because I don't really quite understand all of the details of it yet. But anyway, we're working on that stuff.
People pay us money and we get it.
Also, people, music tonight is from Syrenscape. As always, they have all the everything from 5e. They got some cyberpunk shit on there. They've got everything you need. You hear it on Critical Role. You heard it here with my amazing mixing, where all I do is I click a button and good shit happens sometimes.
Right.
We
Now,
have
speaking
surround
of the
sound.
music, I am just
Surround sound.
gonna. So, who would like to give us a bit of a update on the last episode? From whose perspective shall we see first? Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's volunteering. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm gonna say Adrik.
Adrik had a very the entirety of the last episode probably took place over about 20 minutes. It was 3 hours for us, 20 minutes. I think it makes sense to me. And there was a chase scene going to what's his face, large man, Baron Harkonnen. He escaped, which we were very, very upset about. But we, and what by we I mean me, Adrik, kidnapped his 3 stooges. We interrogated them. We found out one of them killed Diazin, and God, sorry, Max, what was your friend's name? I forgot. It's been a year.
Day Sornal.
Day, and killed poor Day, which he then damned himself. Adrik crushed his head like a grape, and Joe gave Diaz, suffering Adrik, a minute with Zin just to say his goodbyes, and Adrik left. Edryn
Right.
brought him back, so there's been some confusion there, and now there's a dragon on our heads, so you know.
So let's talk about this business with the dragon. When was the first time you saw this dragon? Does anybody recall?
It was this day,
This
about
morning.
4 hours. Yeah,
This morning. When we were
flying
fighting
through the
mages.
sky, we assume.
When Adrik dropped rocks on people.
He has reneged on his 30-day deal. I'm sorry, it hasn't been 30 hours. This fucker is gone.
Because you, if I recall correctly, you guys were like doing basically a drop on these mages, right? That was the whole idea from the wall when the dragon came flying in and kind of did he incinerate them? Did you beat the mages first anyway? Pretty much.
I think we killed them. I think there was maybe
yeah.
like
Basically
1 or
killed
2
them all.
left.
You had them
And
under
then the
control.
dragon turned up and we were just like, oh,
Right. And the dragon demanded that you give it squillions of treasure in return for Queen Claresca of Scartabel. So that's basically right. And then it gave you 30 days to find said treasure and
which
meet
would
it.
have made us have to go around the world in 30 days, which wasn't going to happen anyway. But
Right, right.
he didn't know that.
Right. You did claim to have a lot of treasure and boats and things, so yeah, you were quite desperate, I think, but never mind. Anyway, so
having a dragon's claw to your throat will usually do that.
It does do that. So I mean, it was no slight on you when I say that you were desperate. I mean, desperate times, desperate measures. Conflict is drama. You know, that's what stories are all about. So, okay, so the dragon flew away, having given you 30 days, and then it came back more recently, like, what, a couple of hours later? Is that what you're telling me? It turned up 4 hours later and went...
Enough time for us to have a short rest.
You had a short rest.
And that was when it came back.
And then it's
dinner and a short rest.
Right,
Good.
and then it came back, and what did it say to you the second time?
Hey, yo, time's up.
Effectively. And then good old Ren offered to buy it out with his ancestral moonblade.
Right. So
Which is
Ren has
wild.
offered to put up his moonblade to pay for Queen Claresca's ransom.
And Leith would like to say something.
And it was basically at that point that Leith blabbed about the island and the treasure and the boat,
right,
and all of those things.
Right, and so I mean, in I guess in more chronological order, I suppose what happened was Ren threw him under the bus. He blabbed, and then Ren tried to buy it back again with the moonblade.
Russell. There are no buses in Sidariel.
That's you do have a point there. But okay.
He threw me under a rolling Annum Strike.
A rolling Annum Strike. Very good. He threw him under a rolling Annum Strike. Did you see what Steve did there?
It's a well-known proverb in Sidariel. Right. Yeah.
Among wizards.
Especially in Vaingate.
But also in Hemoth Tirith, where they have a one that they bring out every year for the festival of the wheel, which I think you guys actually.
It's usually that one, and one year a young baker kid did actually get crushed under the rolling Annum Strike. So that's kind of how the adage came about.
Right, and he survived and became Leith. No, I'm kidding. Yes. Okay. So,
maybe I don't know. Doesn't actually know what an Annum Strike is.
An Annum Strike is a huge coin that is about the size of a large round table. That could fit on the back of a wagon, but it was built by the giants. It was made by the giants as giant currency, massive gold coins. It's an Annum Strike. So to be hit by a rolling Annum Strike, is to be squashed by a large, oversized gold giant coin. It'd be squashed.
Yikes!
It'd be quite painful, I suspect. Although you might go, "Oh, yay! I'm rich." Also,
or richer and poorer.
Oh, thank you, WolkskinWitch.
What happened?
We've got some inspiration pouring in.
Nice. Well, I'm just getting all my silliness out right now.
WolkskinWitch is amazing, and we love her.
Okay.
It's the Annum Strike is what we promised to give the dragon in the first place, and then he reneged and was like, "Hey, yeah, cool."
Seems
Yay! Inspiration for me.
Wow.
She's giving us all inspiration.
It looks like we're all getting inspiration from WolkskinWitch right now.
Wow.
So the
love
dragon
you.
flew
Which
off
is
to
funny.
get Claresca.
So have you bastards all got inspiration now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of need it, Russell, to be fair.
Man,
You know, we're
have
all
to-
down a few spell slots. Adrik has no spell slots, you know.
Is there anything older than an ancient white dragon?
We're
a
level
great worm.
6.
Yeah, a great worm, but I don't think they've got them statted.
They do.
They do. They've got great
Fizzbang.
worms.
So I'm going to
Yeah,
be
Why
Fizzbangs
are you
does.
helping them?
I'm going to be
Michael,
I'm going to
stop
be
it.
fair on you guys and also the audience, because I don't want the audience thinking I'm throwing a challenge rating 20 dragon at you, because that's ridiculous.
TPK.
For the record, if anybody wants to know, I'm telling you in advance so you can all just settle down. Ilgorax is challenge rating 13. There are 6 of you
better.
in the party, and you are 6th level. And I have looked at the challenge rating system, and D&D Beyond swears without a doubt that it's nothing more than an easy encounter, and you'll just blow through it.
You've realised now that you've said that
Yeah.
You've jinxed it, and we're all gonna die.
What?
It's gonna Pokemon evolve into something worse.
Lies. Okay, so before we get going on this particular situation, we are going to roll initiative. And I'm going to take your initiatives down on paper. It's going to be your initiative for the entire session.
I just want to... Edryn did something really, really cool at the end of last session.
Did he?
Yes,
Oh,
Edryn,
yes,
what
we
did you
can't
do?
forget about
He
that.
did do something very cool at the end of last session. Let us not forget that. So, Edryn, because we did not do our traditional go around the room thing, and that's my fault. I got it carried away. I apologize.
It's fine. The story got told.
Edryn, what happened? What happened at your end?
Oh, what happened on my end is Edryn was working on some spells, seeing if he could squeeze anything in, and then I think Nyla came to talk to him and was like, hey, what'd that crazy crown do? And the crown was also like, hey, there's this stuff over here that I want you to raise because reasons. I went over to the graveyard and I summoned 12 zombies from the dead.
Wow. That was the first time you've ever done that before, wasn't it? No.
That was the first time I've ever done that before. And I gotta use my animate dead incantation that I'd saved since...
Right. So you might be killing...
Vaingate, actually, yeah.
You might be fighting a dragon, but you've got allies.
We got 12 zombies.
Yay! They will last
Just kind
at
of
least a
lumbering
round.
around.
We also have 5 guards from the Lord's Keep who are currently rounding up the villagers and clearing them out because Nyla shouted at them and was like, "Hey, yo,
Right.
get him out of here."
Yeah, dragon coming.
I've got initiatives of Leith 5, Ren 8, Nyla 26. Adrik, what's your initiative?
7.
7. Woot, woot.
You and me at the back of the bus.
Goodale, what's your initiative?
9.
9. Excellent. Who am I missing?
Hey, I got 19.
Max at
Ren.
19. Okay, cool. No, I've got Ren. His 8.
Oh, you're going. Oh,
Yep. Got it all there. Okay, cool.
wait, am I going first?
So, let's have a look. Okay, so now I'm going to enter them into D&D Beyond. Nyla is 26. Edryn is... That's Max, 19. Leith is 5. Sorry, guys. Goodale is 9. I thought it would be clever to write them down, just in case I screwed this up.
No, fair and reasonable.
And I figured this way it'll be there all day. So, yes.
We're going to
Well,
keep the same initiative the whole time.
Yeah, that's the plan.
It is going to be a 3-hour-long fight. It's a dragon.
7.
Just going to drag on, isn't it?
well done.
That was good.
But
I'm redeeming
while
myself
Russell's
for the
entering all
terrible
of
puns.
that, where's everybody right now so the audience knows where we are?
That is my very next question, Adrik. Okay, so who is where? Leith, where are you?
Leith is at the top of the hill where he was just threatened by the massive white dragon.
Okay.
His heart beating in his throat and his knees about to
Right.
let go from under him.
Did he pee a little bit?
You
I feel
were
like
on
he
top
might
of a
Probably.
building, and the building had literally collapsed when the dragon had landed on it, if I recall.
Oh, the building, right?
Yeah, so you
Was
kind of
that
standing
was that the
there.
wall?
This is not the wall. Which wall are we talking about?
The wall where we ambushed the wizards, or are we
That
far
was
away from there?
Very, very far away from there. We're in the city of Balkinard now.
Oh, back in Balkinard. Okay.
It's confusing. We had the same dragon come and attack us within 5 hours. We're in the city.
Right. Okay. Wherever we were in the city when the dragon returned,
Smarty
basically
pants.
rooted to the spot.
Right. It's in the city. You were standing on top of a building. The building collapsed, and when the dragon arrived, basically it just crunched down. It spoke to you, and then it flew away. Right.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
so that's where you are. And is Adrik, where are you? You're heading.
Adrik's fairly close to Leith. He's sitting in the shade of the building, And he's adjusting his armor. He knows what's coming, and he's just calmly preparing for apocalypse.
Right. Very good. Good Dale, where are you?
If memory serves, Ren and I were both with Leith. So, and she was fairly gobsmacked at being addressed by a dragon.
Right.
And so, yeah, she'll probably be doing what Adrik's doing and trying to get a sense of what magic she's got left and what the heck she can do again
Right.
to go up against a dragon.
Right. Nyla, you, I believe, were crossing the bridge.
I'm in a graveyard.
That's right.
I'm
you
with
are.
Edryn.
You're with Edryn in the graveyard. That's right.
I am watching my friend, who has a very scary crown on his head, whose eyes are completely black. He sat beneath a tree, and he rose 12 zombies.
Right.
And I do not know what to make of that.
So, Edryn, what are you doing? The zombies
I'm assuming...
the zombies march into a kind of formation around you and stop. And they just kind of stand there. There's a couple of flies buzzing around one or two of them now.
All right. Edryn just return to Nyla and say, where would you like them?
That is a very good question. I feel like we should go into town and put them strategically in different locations so that when the dragon comes, he doesn't see them initially, so he doesn't think we're going to fight them. And then they all jump up and go, rah!
Hide them in buildings. Very good. I turn to the zombies, say, follow! And just start marching them back towards where Leith and Adrik are.
Nyla is going to take a flask out of the bag of holding and just do a quick. This is fine. Everything's fine. The dead is walking. This is fine.
Ren.
I'm just going to follow them.
Renius.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, what are you doing?
I'm with Leith.
You with Leith. I see.
And I'm setting up all my stuff for a future battle and telling my sister where to put my body when it's over.
Right. By setting up your stuff for a future battle, what can I assume about that sentence?
I find some javelins.
You stick them in the ground or something so you can pull them out and throw them quickly?
Yep.
Whereabouts do you take your... Where is this? Are you on the street? Are you on the roof?
I put it... Well, it's coming down with the princess, so I've got to be where I was. So I've got to put these javelins on the ground pretty much so I can grab them.
Right.
I want to look like I'm giving up my weaponry and then quickly use it, if you know what I mean.
Okay, so it's kind of a sort of an ambushy type scenario.
Yeah.
Okay. So we know where Leith is. Nyla, you're in the graveyard. Edryn's in the graveyard. Dala, you're with Leith. Adrik, you're not far from Leith. You're just standing in the shadows. Is that right?
Yeah, just going over his gear. And I think while he's doing that, now that I've thought of it, is there a blacksmith or a stable nearby?
Nearby.
Because I think what Adrik wants to do is he wants to see if he can get his hands on some chains to potentially lasso and keep the dragon on the ground. All 4'6" of him.
And you've got no enlargements left, have you?
I'm fresh out. So unless somebody happens to have the enlarged spell on hand, Adrik, we're not going to be seeing giant Adrik this time.
Right. Okay. So you're looking for a blacksmith.
Yeah, something where there would be sturdy enough chains for me to try and, hold him down.
Right. There would be possibly chains in the blacksmith. You could definitely go there, and you know where it is. Where else might there be chains? The barracks or the military units might have use for chains, maybe construction sites.
Considering the time we have, where would be the most likely to get the longest and strongest chains?
Probably the castle.
How far away is the castle?
For you, it's quite a long way because you're
Oh.
in the middle of town, as far as I recall.
Bollocks. This is true.
Because you were not far from the alchemist's house,
No.
from Day Saunel's place. So, you know, what happened to his body, by the way?
I think Ren took it outside to start getting prepared for its funeral.
Right.
For his funeral, and then the dragon came along.
So Day's body is also on the street right now.
I think it's probably outside his house. If there's a front lawn there, probably with a blanket over it.
There's no lawn. It's just straight on the road. It's a
Okay.
shop. It's a shop on the.
Right.
Oh, then if it's in the shop, if it's outside on the street, I think Adrik doesn't want it to be trampled in the everything. So on his way to grab a chain from a nearby blacksmith, he'll scoot it inside the shop door, and then on his way to get the closest chain he can.
Fair enough. All right then. So you do that, and you're moving now. Let's say you get to the nearest blacksmith. They do not have any chains of any description.
Okay.
They say there's another blacksmith over there around this corner and up the street at number 5, and you run over there as well. They do have a chain, and they want 25 gold for it.
Hold come here, blacksmith. What was your name?
My name's Malty.
Malty. Pleasure to meet you. Would you come outside for a moment with me?
Aye. Comes
Now,
out.
do you see that building over there? The one that looks like it's been stepped on.
Oh yeah. What the hell happened over there?
It was stepped on by a dragon.
What?
So
What are you talking about?
I could. Well, I could pay you for the chain. That's not a problem. However, I just want you to understand that the chain will be to keep the dragon from malicing your village further.
What? What dragon? What are you talking about?
You didn't hear the roaring and the crashing and the falling on a building. None of
Oh,
that.
no, I've been in here deaf as a post, bashing and wailing against metal for hours.
Okay.
Good day.
You know what? I'll sorry. You go, Goodale. Sorry, that's me being incredulous.
Can if they can see the building, can Dala see what's going on?
You can Dala see what's going on? You can make a perception check, Dala. That's what you can do.
Oh, apparently not.
Apparently
So,
not. Apparently you
an
cannot
8.
make out the others up there. No. They can see you, but you cannot see them. Unfortunately, you're not looking in the right direction. They know where to look. That's basically what it comes down to. Unfortunately. All right, Adrik, where were you? What were you saying?
That's fine. I'm just gonna hand the man 25 gold, just the longest, strongest one you've got.
All right. They go in there. He goes, usually we ship these off to Ankhorn, they take these in the they love this. Chains, boats.
Oh, that's I think we'll all love it just as much if I manage to use it to keep the dragon grounded.
So, I tell you what, sir, he looks at you for a moment. He goes, if there is a dragon, I will refund you the money.
That's very kind of you. I do appreciate that.
Here you go.
Thank you. Good Lord.
All right.
Do yourself a favor. Try to get underground or to the castle soon.
You're serious about this bloody dragon, aren't you?
What use would I have for all these chains if just to play skipping rope with my friends?
I don't know. You might be one of those demented types. Who knows?
Oh, that's
chains.
That's fair. I can't blame you for that. No, I'm dead serious about this dragon, and I hope I'm wrong that it doesn't come back. But we'll
Hope
see.
so too, for your sake, for our sake. Yes. Well, you better go and you're going to be a hero with that chain. Good luck.
Aye. And
You should take it to the temple and get it blessed.
Sure, I'll make sure to do that. And he wanders off. He's not going to take it to the temple.
Okay, very well. Nyla, what are you doing?
I am walking behind the zombies and Edryn,
All right. So
and
yeah.
I am readying myself for a fight. I am looking out to see if there's how the guards are doing with corralling the villagers away.
Yeah.
If I get to Day's shop, I might go in and see if there's anything useful
Right.
in his store.
There seems to be a wave of information sort of traveling across the city as people are warning each other, and people are sort of clearing out parts of the city. And you can all kind of see this, although we'll have a perception check from you at this point.
Perception.
Everyone, or just her?
Everyone.
14
Everyone.
14.
is probably the lowest I've rolled
Let me
in
get
a
this
while.
up here. I'll have some.
16.
That's a 5 from Adrik.
Oh.
He's too busy getting his trap ready.
Oof.
Too busy talking to the deaf.
Because he has to yell. Can't hear anything.
He's been listening to heavy metal. It's not good. It's not good for you.
Okay, so just looking at this, we've got Goodale. Okay, so you got a 13. Very good. You can see the dragon flapping around in the distance on the other side of the city, Goodale.
Dear Lord.
Leith and Nyla, you also see the dragon, and it's flying in the distance, and you see it come down by one of the walls and fly past very low and fast around the perimeter, crossing over the tops of houses. And you see it has something in its grasp.
Does it come at all into range?
It has... Well, Leith, what was your perception?
Mine was 16.
You will notice that in one of its claws hangs something that's hanging from a chain. Something sort of semi-cylindrical shaped, a little bit see-through at this distance. Potentially something like a cage.
Looks like we've got company. You might want to hurry it up. I'm saying to Edryn.
The dragon
my chair is very squeaky.
flies around in a kind of circular fashion around the city. And finally, the temple district. It lands on the temple district on top of the biggest temple there. Now, in the temple district is raised up on top of a massive rock edifice. So all the temples are already higher than everything else. So when the dragon lands on top of the highest temple, it's looking down on everything except for the castle.
So I can already see the zombies in the street?
No, it hasn't, because there's only 12 of them and they're in a very specific position, so it hasn't kind of clocked that yet.
Cool.
But what it does do is it takes the thing that's on its claw and it hooks it up on top of the temple, and then it turns and it just goes and it ices up the entire roof of that temple, including whatever the fuck was inside that little cylindrical object that it placed there.
Is she dead?
You have no idea.
Edryn?
He bellows.
You don't happen to have anything that could revive someone that's been frozen?
I could give it another Zin go once I've had some time.
I mean, you've got a 50-50 shot at it at this rate, so sure. Okay, get the battle stations, everybody.
On seeing that, Leith falls to his knees and starts like just kind of leaning against his staff, sort of rocking backwards and forwards, and just says to himself, Tozen, if any time is the right time for assistance, please help us now.
You have everything you need, Mr. Lath.
If there is any assistance you can provide, please, I beg of you.
I will grant you this one power. and you have a spell slot return.
Didn't need it.
Didn't need it? Never
No.
mind then. Pooh then. Well, you know, what am I going to do?
Russell.
Yes, sir.
Could I? Edryn would like to divide up his zombies into 3 lots of 4 divisions.
3 lots of 4.
So the idea is that if a breath were to be directed at one, the other 2 would be avoided, so as to keep them kind of separated into different formations.
Got you. No problem. You can do that.
Are they hidden in houses, or are they just standing in the street?
Where do you send them? What do you do with them?
Are there any buildings that have that kind of, like those sort of awnings? Yeah, those little awnings.
Yep.
Right. So he's gonna put.
In fact, most buildings have that type of.
Most of them have the sort of awnings. He's gonna put, assuming that the dragon is gonna be landing on the same building that it did. No guarantee, but just as a starting point, he's gonna put facing the building. He's gonna put 1 division to the left, 1 division to the right, and 1 behind him.
All right.
I'm going to summon Beast at 3rd level.
Very good.
It lasts for an hour, so it doesn't disappear anytime soon.
Okay.
And a blue spiritual wolf appears out of the vapors in the air and follows Nyla down the street. And she sort of gives it ear scritches.
Okay. Very good. It comes loping down after you down the street. Meanwhile, the dragon flies down next to one of the walls and ices a bunch of fucking guards down the side of the city. Then it wheels around towards the center again, lands on one of the large rooftops and kind of crumples it down. It just roars and screams. You guys, I imagine, are just all standing together at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got my chain. It's kind of hidden underneath an awning.
Okay.
Within sprinting range.
I'm chilling against the opposite side of the street with the wolf just sort of leaning against and again taking another sip of my flask.
At this point, you are all about 120 feet from the dragon, okay? And it has landed on a new building, which it is thus destroyed by landing on it. In fact, yes, it has done that. Precisely that. You're within 120 feet of it, and it sits there and looks across at you.
We're in initiative, right?
Yep. Nyla, you are the first in the initiative run at 26.
Right. I'm a wild shape into my... Where is my features? I'm a wild shape into my starry form of the archer. And this is my last wild shape for the day. I'm going to be the archer. And... So pretty much she starts to glow with different stars on her body, which emulates the Archer constellation.
Yep.
And she's going to hold her guiding bolt that comes along with, on activation as a bonus action, you can create a... Oh, that's already made. This is already a bonus action, never mind, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to hold guiding bolt as an action until... Guiding bolt.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, fairy fire. I'm going to hold fairy fire
Okay.
as my action until either the dragon comes within range or someone else in my party attacks him.
All right.
Or he attacks us. Either
And
way,
can you tell me
fairy fire.
what is under your feet in your mind and what is between you and the dragon in your mind?
What is under my feet?
Yes. What are you standing on?
I'm standing on brick. And there is
Is it road or is it rooftop or is it rubble or what are you...
I'm on the ground. I'm under another awning.
Under another awning. Okay, cool. So So you have a little bit of cover.
I have a little bit of cover. Probably
That's what I'm getting at. I'm trying to figure out whether you've got like half cover or...
Probably like three quarters cover. Just chilling.
Okay,
the wolf's next to me. Also, his turn's going to be directly after mine because that's how that spell works.
Yep.
And he's going to, again, hold his movement until the same shit happens, and then he's going to run up.
Very good.
Can you hold movement and actions, or just one or the other?
Movement doesn't need to be held. You can use your movement however you like during your turn.
But if you hold an action and then
you cannot hold movement to use on a different player's turn.
Right. Okay.
Unless you would use it as an action. Movement as an action.
Dash action.
All right.
The dash action. Right. You could choose to use the dash action on somebody else's turn, and you could hold that.
Wolf is going to hold his movement as a dash action until we're going to start fighting.
All right. He probably will not get an attack on that turn. But he will get to move.
That's fine. Yep. He's going to move into an area that's better.
All right. Is that all of your actions, bonus actions, etc.?
Yep. That's it. I'm holding my action. Wolf's holding their movement.
Cool.
That's my turn.
Edryn Montcoff.
Edryn Montcoff is going to bonus action mentally command the zombies that should it get within should it attack to charge in their divisions. I'm going to stand under an awning. I'm going to prepare a mind whip.
Okay.
For when it comes within range of 90. You said it was 120 feet away?
It's 121 feet, but you could,
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to stay under an awning, and when... I'm going to stay under an awning. I'm going to hold my action.
All right.
So if it's within 90 feet and someone's attacked it, then I will do mind whip. I don't want to attack it if it's just coming within range and not doing anything. So obviously I'm not going to be able to cast it if it's out of my range. So if we're attacking it and I can reach it, I'm gonna smack it. Other than that, I'm under an awning and prepared my zombies to charge.
Okay. Very good. Leith.
I'm going to pick myself up from the ground and run towards it till I'm 30 feet away. Cast suggestion. Actually, I'm going to say to it firstly, we did not agree that you would return so soon.
Ha! Did we not agree to that?
Please return to your lair and cast suggestion.
Okay, suggestion, you say?
Yep. So it needs to make a wisdom DC 14 saving throw. And I'm telling it to return to its lair.
Well, here's the good news, is it rolled a critical 1. Here's the bad news. Legendary resistance.
Can't be charmed. Oh, legendary resistance. Bullshit! That used a slot. That used a slot of his legendary resistance. So
there is steam coming out of his face through the holes in his various appendages as well. He starts moving towards you.
While he's laughing, I'll pop a hex up on him.
You dare hex me?
That's releases guiding bolts.
And I will choose dexterity.
Dexterity. So you're putting a dexterity hex on the dragon, is that right?
Oh, sorry, fairy fire.
That's right. They're fighting a dragon, boys and girls. Dexterity hex. And is that the end of your turn, Leith?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Okay. Good Dale.
Does that release because he attacked the dragon? Am I within 60 feet?
You are not within 60 feet unless you have moved. You are 121 feet.
Oh, I didn't realize we were that far away from the bloody dragon.
I did say this. Everyone was 120.
No. Sorry, I meant to get closer to Leith and the rest of my party, but that's okay if it's the next turn, because like fire, and he has like a 60-foot thing, and then I wouldn't have held the action.
You could have just dashed up to that distance if you want, to 60 feet.
Yeah.
All right. Are you hiding?
Yeah.
Do you want to make a stealth check, please?
Sure, stealth.
Okay, so Goodale.
Pass without a trace at will, that is
Pass
21.
without trace. Okay, so plus 10 to that, so it's 21.
Right.
Very nice. You move like a shadow down the street, hiding in the long shadows of the afternoon sun, and you get behind a pillar on the side of one of the ombudsman's buildings in the center of town.
Oh, the wolf is definitely visible. I rolled a critical 1 for the wolf.
Okay, so the wolf kind of staggers out in front of the dragon, right in front of it.
Yeah.
What is this? Goodale, it is in fact your turn.
Goodale's going to move to a bit of that broken wall from the building that he stood on earlier, and she's going to hide, and she's going to start praying.
Okay, so are you within a certain range of Nyla right now?
I don't believe so, because she was up at the cemetery.
Right, that's true. But she's been making her way this way.
Yeah.
But she's 120 feet on the other side of the dragon, I think. Okay, so
Not
you do
anymore.
not benefit from her pass without trace, but you are hiding, so you're going to make a stealth check. You're wearing full plate armor, so you have disadvantage.
I'm 60 feet away now.
You're 60 feet away now?
Because
That's
I did a dash of 30 feet times 2 equals 60, so 120 minus 60 is 60,
that's
so I'm
true.
60 feet away.
Quite true. I believe
And
you.
hidden.
You're right.
Do I roll with disadvantage?
You are rolling with disadvantage for your stealth check, unfortunately. But you do have inspiration, so you could nullify the disadvantage if you wanted to.
I've got a 10.
10 for your stealth check? Okay. Well, you don't know whether you're stealthy or not. You think you were about as quiet as you could have been. But you get to the pillar where you were running to anyway. Or where was it that you were moving to exactly? Just
Oh, a broken wall from the building that the dragon stood on earlier.
all right. Okay. And this piece here where you are is covered with a broken bit of rooftop that's on a 45-degree angle and a smashed pillar that's also on a lean. It looks a bit precarious. If you pushed it, you might be able to knock it over. Okay. Oh, thank you for following Rune Shift Gaming. And anybody else that jumped on tonight too, thank you. I might have missed people. DMing. Hard work. Okay. So, Goodale, is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that's all I'm going to do this turn.
You sure? Okay. All right. You don't want to bless yourself or nothing like that? Nothing like that? No? Just
Who's within range of me?
well, you are. So anybody you can touch yourself literally with your bless spells and stuff. So there's that.
I can bless up to 3 people, so I'd rather do max.
Right. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, fair enough. In which case, the dragon does a thing. Everybody who has moved closer to the dragon now needs to make a wisdom saving throw. So pretty much anybody within 120 feet.
I'm going to use my inspiration
Okay, so
to
that's everyone
re-roll.
then.
I'm re-rolling using my inspiration. Thank you, WolkskinWitch.
Is
Natural
everyone-
20.
I'm gonna do the same. Use my
17.
inspiration.
I haven't moved up yet, so is Adrik still at 121?
Nine.
Well, 120, 121. I'm considering it inside the range because it's
Okay, fair enough.
it's on the borderline and it's
All right, 17.
17. Okay, did anybody get lower than a 14?
Me,
what-
nine. 9. I got 9.
Ren, frightful presence. Okay,
Okay,
so you
I'm
are
re-rolling.
you have become frightened for 1 minute. Ren, a creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns until you get to make that saving throw. However, you are going to be unable to make any actions or move. Once you do make the saving throw, you will not become frightened again for 24 hours. So anybody that succeeded cannot be frightened for 24 hours by this dragon. So that's
Do I get anything extra with a nat 20?
So what? Oh, because you got an auto 20, a critical
I
20.
got a nat 20, yeah.
Nat 20.
You think he's an asshole?
You also cannot be frightened by spiders.
Okay.
And you can feel you can tell that the wind is blowing. No.
Okay.
All right. Very good. So that's that.
I realized I rolled a check instead of a save.
What is your
But
wolf's armor
that's
class, Nyla?
My wolf's armor class is 14.
Okay. It takes 17 points of damage as the dragon pounces on it and bites into it with its large white jaws.
Yikes. It's still up. They're fine.
It's still up?
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay. Well... It goes for him 2 more times with its claws and misses the wolf. The second 2 times. At
The
which
spiritual
point...
wolf just sort of just jumps over its claws.
Right. Max.
Quick question, because I gave the command to my zombies that if the dragon came closer and we were attacking it,
Yep.
because it has come closer and is now engaging with us,
With the wolf,
that my zombies would rush forward.
Okay.
So now that it has attacked the spectral wolf,
Yep.
do the zombies start charging forward?
Sure.
Alright, so they're going to move... Yeah. They're going to move their full 40... oh, no, because they're actually... So they're just going to move 20 feet.
20 feet.
From essentially holding their action to be able to run when need be.
Okay. So they're moving forward to the dragon. Do they get attacks on this turn?
No, because that would still mean that they're only 100 feet away.
Right. Okay. So at the end of this turn, how far away will they be?
Can they dash?
They will be. They can't hold their movement.
I don't think
so
zombies can dash.
Well, I mean, it's an action. It's like disengage.
Yeah, but I don't think they're smart
something.
enough to have that action.
Right. Okay. In that case, they can't do anything.
I mean, is it in the monster manual that they actually have the action?
Well, I just assume anything that has an action can use dash, disengage.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, a lot of other creatures would say that they can dash, disengage, but
Right.
nowhere on the monster manual stats.
That's fair. That's reasonable. That's probably correct. Okay. Very well. They can dash.
Right, so
and
they're going to
disengage.
be they're going to now be 100 feet away.
Okay. All right. So they're closing. Very
They're closing,
good.
yeah.
And that's from 3 different directions, or just
Three
one?
different directions.
3 different
Yeah,
directions,
so
okay.
the ones that were I was with, and then the 2 on either side.
All right. So they're charging in, and the dragon lifts up off the ground over the top of the wolf as the zombies come in from all the different sides. And as they do that, he uses a legendary action called Wing Attack, where he beats his wings, and everything within 10 feet of him makes a saving throw. Dexterity saves, please. You can do 3, I guess. Do you want to do 12 saves, or do you want to break that down?
Well,
to
if it's anything within 10 feet and the zombies are 100 feet away.
Well, he's going to wait until they get there.
Oh, okay. And that's going to take a while then. Because they can only move 20 feet per round.
Right.
15 for Wolfie.
Okay, so 15 for Wolfie. We'll save that for when the zombies get there, because he's not going to do this until they get there. Or anybody else, for that matter. In which case, it's Ren's turn.
I'm still afraid, aren't I?
Michael.
In our previous round, you missed me. But it's just... Adrik, you did.
You're
Anyway, it's
actually
fine.
after Ren, though.
Was I?
What's your initiative?
It's 7.
Yeah, he's got 8.
I was after Dala, wasn't I? I must have misheard
Dala
everyone's
is
accounts
9.
earlier. No, ignore me.
Dala is 9, Ren is 8, you are 7.
Okay, no, my bad. Ignore me then.
I'm going to.
Good.
So it's
I want.
okay. So, Ren, it's your turn.
Do I do a wisdom?
Yes, you need to make a wisdom save. So let's throw that.
Let's try and get it. 15.
15. Wisdom saving throw. This is for frightful presence. That does succeed, and you break free of the frightful presence. So you will now be able to move on your next turn.
Okay.
Well done. Okay, moving along. And now it is Adrik's turn.
Hooray!
Do I have to roll a wisdom save for the wolf?
Yes.
Fuck. Okay.
I already rolled my wisdom saves, and I failed both of them because I used my inspiration. So Adrik is cowering in rubble.
Oh,
Wolf is fine.
okay. So, and you are cowering still here again with your second save this turn? On your turn?
Okay, cool. I will make that second save now. Come on, D&D Beyond. You're taking forever. That's a 14.
14. You pass that save. So you
That is
break
the-
free of your frightful presence.
And that's at the end of my turn.
Yep.
Okay, brilliant. So I guess that's it then.
That's it for you. And
Cool.
Nyla. We're back to you, Nyla.
I cast Fairy Fire.
Okay. On the dragon, obviously.
Mhm.
Okay. Fairy
On it.
Fire on the
Is
dragon.
he dragon? Each object within a 20-foot cube within the range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. Your choice. Any creature within the area the spell is cast is also outlined in a light that if it fails a dexterity saving throw for the duration. Objects it affects. So you need to roll a dexterity saving throw for the
Dex
dragon.
save, okay.
At disadvantage.
At
At
disadvantage.
disadvantage, thanks.
Was it
to
my hex?
Leith.
At disadvantage because of the hex. Well, the good news is he rolls a 6 and fails. The bad news is legendary resistance.
No, for God's sake. How long does that last either in a day?
He
There's only
he
a
gets a
s-
certain number of them per day.
Oh, thank God.
There's no any attack rolls.
You don't
Yeah.
know that. You should be cowering in fear and running away, going, there,
I
we
passed
can't
my
hurt it,
wisdom
we can't
save.
hurt
I
it."
am not
Should
afraid.
be wailing and freaking out.
Okay, well that didn't work. That's fine.
All right.
As a bonus action.
Bonus action. Give it to me.
What is my bonus actions? What are they called? Bonus action. I am gonna cast my starry form archer guiding bolt.
Roll to hit.
For a 26.
Frick me, dead. Okay, that's a hit.
Cool.
You
That
hit a
is
dragon. Do you believe that? You hit a dragon.
11 points of damage.
You sure you
And-
want to hit a dragon?
And the next attack on it gets advantage.
What type of dragon damages that?
It is a radiant damage.
Radiant
And then-
damage.
And the next attack roll made against the target before the end of your next turn has advantage thanks to the mystical dim light glittering the target. So it is
So-
covered in this very beautiful blue and white light.
From
where it has
the
been hit.
guiding bolt. So it
Correct.
kind of does a very similar thing to fairy fire anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah, except fairy fire lasts forever.
Right.
And guiding bolt only lasts until the next person hits it. And it's the wolf's turn now.
Wolfie, roll to
And
hit, Wolfie, or
The
whatever
wolf,
you're doing.
yeah, the wolf is going to fucking attack it because he does not like it.
Come on, Wolfie.
Is there anyone within 5 feet other than the wolf?
Is there anyone in 5 feet? Well, the zombies are still on their way there right now, as far as I recall.
Yeah,
How
they're
close is
100 feet.
Leith?
Yeah.
Leith, where are you?
I made sure I was 30 feet from it.
Right.
So, Leith, you're 30 feet from it. Is that correct?
Yep.
I will
Yep.
keep that in mind. Okay, cool.
Wait, did it fly down to hit the wolf?
It flew. Yeah, it flew. It pounced forward to hit the wolf.
Right, so I'm within 5 feet of this fucking dragon.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because the wolf was next to me.
Right. I thought the wolf
Lovely.
went forward though. The wolf
The wolf went forward
and
and then I
failed its
was
stealth check.
and failed its stealth check, but I passed my stealth check and sort of
Right.
hid behind
So
something.
the dragon didn't know you were there, but
Didn't know I was there, but I'm still within
it
5
attacked the
feet.
wolf. Right. So you okay? Yeah. Yep.
Right, didn't realize that. Lovely, but it's fine because that means my wolf gets advantage on attack rolls, and it gets advantage anyway, so it's fine.
Okay.
It's going to. Where is this fucking thing? It's very difficult with spells and things. Apologies. It's going to use a maul attack. Where is it? Maul attack. Spell take modifier. Okay, cool. So it gets +9 to its roll, and it gets advantage. For 10.
10 to hit. Doth not hit.
It is not hit. I did not think it would. Does it get multi-attack?
Sadly, no. Right then, is that the end of your turn, Nyla?
Yes.
Yes.
And unfortunately, and I wasted the advantage on the wolf that already had advantage.
Damn, Leith.
The light fades.
All right. Is there anywhere I can move to cover?
Yes, there's plenty of places to move to cover.
Okay, I will move to cover so that I'm 60 feet away.
Sure.
So yeah, get myself into a position of cover. Half, 3/4 is good.
All right.
And cast Sacred Flame at it.
Sacred Flame. And the dragon...
So needs to make a Dexterity 14 saving throw.
Well...
Which undoubtedly...
It makes it. With a 19, I'm afraid.
Is that on disadvantage?
Oh, it has disadvantage to this.
Yeah.
That is true. True. I roll again. And it fails with a natural 2.
Yes.
So you do your Sacred Flame damage to the dragon of 9 points of damage.
Taking 9 points and then the hex as well.
Yep.
4.
Excellent. Well done. Is that the end of your turn, Mr. Mistralath?
Respectable-ish. Yes, it is.
It is. All right. Edryn Stywell Krilinovich Montkov. Lord.
Edryn is going to bonus action, tell the zombies to keep charging forward, closing the gap to 60 feet as they just go for a shambling break for it.
All right.
I'm going to move 30 feet.
All right.
Forward, so I'm within 90 feet, and I'm going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip. So can it please make an intelligence saving throw?
I rolled a natural 1.
Okay, so that means...
Oh, but wait. What did I say? Oh, legendary resistance.
Legendary resistance, okay. My second damage. Alright, so it still takes half damage, and that's 3 legendary resistances down. So it takes half of 9, which is 4 points of psychic damage.
4, yeah. Yep.
And so the zombies are now in 60 feet. I'm within 90 feet. That is the end of my turn.
That is the end of your turn. Good Dale.
How far away am I from the dragon now?
How far away were you last time? You were hiding behind a wall, basically, under some stuff. I'm going to put you at 60 feet. Does that sound reasonable to you?
Sure, that sounds good. So Goodale's going to look around and see if there's anything more stable to hide under, because last time it was described as precarious.
It's a bit precarious. You can make an investigation check. There's an investigation check in this game, isn't there? I'm not going mad. Play too many different games.
Oh, there is.
There is +5. Excellent.
Nice.
Wrong character.
Goodale's a bit she's a bit distracted by the dragon. She only rolled a 9.
Okay. She only rolled a 9.
Yeah.
All right. No, so you don't see any other better locations right now. The dragon sort of seems to be moving around a bit too much that you don't want to come out and make yourself too known and obvious.
Okay.
But what I will say is...
Who would do that?
Here's a timer for your turn. Go.
All right. Goodale's going to Misty Step to a location that looks better for hiding.
All right.
And she's going to toll the dead at it.
Okay. All right. So make a stealth check.
Do you stealth on a Misty Step?
You're going to use your Misty Step and stealth straight after it. So.
Okay. Right. Gotcha. And I'm disadvantaged.
To stealth, yeah.
That'll be an 11.
An 11. Just get that up there for you guys to see. There you go. 11 for the stealth check. Yes, okay. Well, there's a lot of noise going on right now, so it's not terrible. You know, maybe. Hard to say how well that stealth check went. Do you do anything else on your turn?
Yes, I'm tolling the dead at the dragon.
Tolling the dead, okay. So he's making a wisdom save, is that right?
Yes, he is. It's a 13.
Right. He passes it with a 17. Do you do any damage or none?
Well, I don't think so
I'm
because
gonna
my...
Cosmic Omen him as a reaction and roll a d6 and minus that from his roll.
Okay, roll your d6.
1. Never mind.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, he only had to pass a 13, so
Okay,
he's
so
safe.
takes no damage from Toll the Dead. Never mind. Do you have any last requests?
No.
No. Okay. Who is facing the dragon presently?
Me and the wolf.
You, the wolf, the zombies. All right. This is when he begins
This
to
was
fly
very
out
dumb.
above you guys. And everybody, you guys, you, the wolf, and the zombies make dexterity saving throws, please.
Is that for the wing thing? Because that's still not within 10 feet.
Still not within 10 feet. They're still
I
not-
did say they moved up to 60.
Oh my
Because
god.
they can only move 20 to 40 around.
You're right.
Is it-
Okay, I'll keep saving that because I'm holding it. Like
Is
you
it a
guys
saving
hold
throw?
actions. It will be, but don't bother yet, Nyla.
Oh, okay. Good.
In which case, instead, I will do something else. Okay. It whips around in a circle, attacking 3 people together. So it's going to hit. Well, it's basically Nyla and the wolf. They're the only that are available, right?
Yeah.
So with its tail, Nyla, a critical hit.
AC of 14 for the wolf.
20 points of damage, Nyla, from the tail.
Oof! That's nasty. Don't like that.
The wolf, it misses the wolf. Oh, DC, sorry, what was the AC for the wolf?
14.
It hits the wolf. Does 13 points of damage, bludgeoning to the wolf as well.
It's still up! Wolf is still alive!
Wolf
It's
fine! How many turns before I can fuck up these zombies, Max?
A few more. Edryn's got a few tricks up his
God
sleeve.
damn it.
The wolf
Zombies.
is a spirit. He doesn't feel pain. He's fine.
Alright. Okay, and then at the end of its turn, it moves back into the air again, preparing to use its wing
Second
beats.
opportunity.
Alright, go ahead.
The wolf gets this, not
Alright.
me, because I used my reaction already.
Yeah, fair call.
But the wolf gets this. Okay, rolling 2, because it is still advantage because it is an attack. I'm within 5 feet. It's fine.
What do you guys in the audience think? Do you think Nyla's being cheeky asking for attacks of opportunity like that?
9 plus 12 is...
Is this to hit?
21! Yes, to hit.
21.
21 to hit.
21 does hit.
Yay! Cool. How much damage does this wall attack do? Fuck. Sorry. I really should have that written down. I believe it is... How much damage does it do? It is 1d8 plus 4. No, that's to hit. It doesn't actually say how much damage it does.
What?
It says melee weapon attack, your spell attack modifier to hit, reach 5 foot 1. Oh, hit 1d8 plus 4 plus the spell's level. Never mind, it does say that. So it is 1d8. Where is my d8? I'm shaking. I'm sorry. Where is my d8? Is that the d8?
Incidentally, Ren, you're coming up next. After you will be Adrik.
1d8 plus 4 plus the spell. Oh, it's a 7!
It's
Plus
a 7
4.
plus 4.
So it's 11,
11.
plus the spell's level, which was 3. So it is a 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage.
Yeah, Wolfie!
Very, very, very good, Wolfie. Is that the end of your turn? At the end of your reaction, isn't it? That was
Yes.
a reaction.
I don't get one, the wolf does.
Right, Wolf's reaction. Okay,
Yeah.
fair call. All right, Ren, now it is your turn. You are no longer under frightful presence. You have your weapon at hand. You are within dashing distance of the enemy, but you have multiple attacks, so you could feasibly use an action to dash.
Okay, I'm going to,
Oh, no, you can't.
if I can, use Searing Smite level 2.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
And I can't dash, right? Did
So
you just say?
your first order of business is to get close enough,
Yeah.
or alternatively cast a spell that will work at range,
Okay.
or fire a bow. You could fire a bow too. You do have a bow.
I'll cast Bane.
You cast what? Bane.
Bane.
Bane. Okay, let's look at Bane. Bane. Love your work here. Spells. Bane.
Such magnificence.
Bane.
Oh,
Up to 3 creatures of your choice that you can see within range must make charisma saving throws. Whenever a target that fails the saving throw makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, the target must make a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or the saving throw. Okay, so you're basically going to be a bit of a hindrance to the dragon by doing that. That's fair. Okay, so as Max pointed out earlier, it has used up its legendary reactions. And so it's now going to have to make a straight up charisma saving throw, which it actually succeeds, I'm afraid to say.
Oh, shit.
I'm afraid to say.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so that was Bane. That was a level 2 spell.
Yeah.
Yep. Pooh. Never mind. Do you use any movement on this turn, Barry?
Yeah.
So you're going to move up to your full speed?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, that was the spell attack. Can he do a dash on this turn after casting Bane?
Is Bane an action or a bonus action?
That is a good question. Bane is a action.
And I don't think he can dash then.
Can't dash, right.
Okay.
Never mind. Okay, Barry, you are going to move 30 feet closer. So you've gone from 120 to 90 feet.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. You also have Misty Step, and you can summon horses, keeping that in mind.
And don't forget, I can get him to fight me.
That's right. You can try. Compel
I
duel.
can try. Yeah.
All right, dude. Is that the end of your turn? Do you have anything else you want to try on this turn?
No, when can I put Searing Smite on?
You can do it now. You can
I'll do it
actually
now.
cast it now. Yeah. Okay. So
I'll
it's
do it now.
charged. Keep in mind that your blade is now charged with Searing Smite.
Level 2.
This is your moon blade, so we need to keep
Yep.
that in mind as well. So I'm just going to open up the deets on that in advance.
Apologies, Russell.
Yeah.
Pretty much the 2 attack should be +9, not +12. I read the attack and the maul thing wrong.
Okay.
So to hit, it's +9 because it's my attack modifier.
Yep.
And then once it hits, it's plus the level it's at and my spell modifier.
Right.
So whatever it was, -3.
So I give it 3 hit points back.
Yeah.
That's what you're
Sorry.
saying?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
That's okay. At least you gave me the hit points back.
Apologies.
No
That is
problem.
what this is.
All right, Ren, is that the end of your turn then?
It is.
It is. Okay, Adrik.
Adrik is going to use his action surge to pound back a potion of speed.
Okay.
Yeah, good old action surge. And as a dwarf, he's adept at drinking very quickly.
Right, and it's a potion of speed, so it just kind of exponentially cycles into itself.
Yeah, so I'm under the effects of haste right now, which means my speed is double. I have a hasted action as well as my attacks.
Cool.
So how far away is the dragon from me right now? I'm at our original positions.
Where did we put you? How far away were you last time?
120 feet.
120.
So I'm still I was at 120 feet.
If you
Has he
haven't moved,
closer?
then yeah, it's the same.
Okay, brilliant. So I'm going to use I'm going to grab the chains that are next to me, and I'm going to use my hasted action to dash. So that's a total of 100 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I am 20 feet away from him. And using my action, my main action, I'm going to pound back a potion of invulnerability.
2 potions.
Yes, indeed.
Are there any rules about potion stacking?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I've never heard of any rules about that, but there should be.
Roll
Adrik
a
is-
d20.
There should be rules about stacking potions. All right.
How good is your tolerance for like swallowing, guzzling liquid?
Right.
You've
Adrik is
seen
very
him
good
drunk.
at guzzling.
So,
Yeah.
Adrik, you're now hasted and invulnerable.
Yep.
Now, invulnerability
Half damage to everything.
to everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Cool. So that is all of my dash. I have my bonus action left. And finally, for my bonus action, I'm going to invoke my frost rune. So like the little rune on my belt, or hanging from the tassels where my loin is, flares, and this mist starts roiling off it, as I am now have an extra +2 to all strength checks.
Wait, so you
and
have a misty
constitution
dick?
checks. I do have a misty dick. So I'm now 20 feet away from the dragon, and I got a misty dick. And I'm
Right.
invulnerable and fast.
You look out the window and the dick was a bit misty.
Nice.
Okay, Adrik, that was your turn, yeah? Nyla,
Oh, it's my turn?
it's
Cool.
you again.
It's me again.
It's you
I'm
again.
a fighter fam. All my turns are good and quick.
I know. I want everyone to be
I'm-
like Michael. You just boom, 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 boom.
That's a concentration.
Brilliant.
I am deciding if I want to drop a concentration spell or not. Nah, it's good. I am going to cast Guiding Bolt as an action
All right.
at first level
All right.
for a 19 to hit.
19 to hit, did you
Yes,
say?
I did.
A 19 to hit is in fact a hit.
Yay! That is 4d6 damage
4d6 damage.
because it is my actual spell and not from my staff.
All right.
And that is 15 points of radiant damage. And the next attack has a advantage to hit. And you know what? I'm going to hit it again with my bonus action and also cast Guiding Bolt through my starry form and hit it.
Is she allowed to do that?
Yes. So pretty much the Guiding Bolt that I originally hit was my action.
Right.
And then as a bonus action, because I'm in starry form of the archer, I can hit another Guiding Bolt. So this is
I
a bonus
believe
action.
you. I get it. I'm just
And I've got advantage because the first Guiding Bolt hit it.
okay.
How do I do advantage? Ah, there it is. Advantage. Roll. Ooh,
Those
that
of
is
you
not
who are
very good.
interested in the-
26!
26. There wasn't a natural 20, was it?
No, it was a
It
17.
was a 17. Wow. Still
Plus 9.
quite impressive. Roll your damage, please.
And this one is 1d8 plus 4, so this is less damage.
Okay. Give it to me,
and it
baby.
is a 5 plus 1 for a 9.
A 9 damage.
5 plus 4 for a 9. 9 damage. And the next attack has advantage.
Next attack against it.
Yeah.
Leith, you have
No,
advantage.
it's not. It's the wolf's turn.
Oh, it's the wolf's turn. Sorry, Leith. I was about to give you advantage.
Sorry, it's the wolf's turn. He is again going to attack. He's going to use his maul, and he gets advantage.
That's
He's
fine.
within 5 feet of me, which is kind of
druids are
pointless. That is a 12 plus 9 for a 21.
That hits.
It hits, and then it's 1d8 plus 4 plus 3. So 5 plus 4 is 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage from the spiritual wolf to the face of the dragon.
All right, the wolf literally has to leap up to make this attack because I did
That's
describe
fine.
that it lifted off the ground, and I gave you an opportunity attack for that. Technically, the wolf shouldn't be able to hit it at all, to be honest with you, but
It's got 5 feet. How much range?
giving it
How much
to you
range is
doesn't
wolf
matter.
have?
I'm giving it to you.
Okay, that's fine.
What was your total to hit for the wolf?
To hit was 12 plus 9, which was 21.
21, and damage was
5 plus 4, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage from the wolf to the dragon.
12 to the day. Okay, cool. All right. Is that the end of your turn, Nyla?
Well, my turn is finished, and then the wolf gets a turn, and now it's the
But
next
you
person's
and the
turn.
wolf are one entity as far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
Okay.
All right. Leith, it is your turn now.
How far is it from me?
How far is it from you? Where do we put
Yeah.
you?
I moved 60 foot away into cover last turn,
All right. Have you moved
and
since then?
it's taken off.
It's lifted up and it's come back
It's lifted
down.
up.
It's lifted up and come back down. So it's in the same place.
60 foot?
Yeah.
Okay. I will, from where I am, I'll cast Mind Sliver. So it needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
All right. And it fails with a big 6.
Good-o. So it subtracts 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn. And I do, holy shit, 12 points of psychic damage plus hex of 1.
Okay.
13 points.
Not bad.
And then I shall bonus action 3 d6s Nyla's way if she's within 60 feet of me.
Am I within 60 feet of Leith?
Are you within 60 feet of Leith? Where did we put you? You were
I'm 5 feet from the dragon.
from the dragon. Yeah, you're about 60 feet from Leith.
Okay. Have 15 points of health back
I love you,
from my
Leith.
healing light.
Thank you.
Very nice. Is that the end of your turn, Leith?
We like, yes.
All right then, Edryn, it is your turn now.
Edryn is going to move forward 30 feet. We're all just doing the accent now. Edryn's going to move 30 feet forward. With his action, he's going to cast Mage Armor, because wizards. He's going to do this, draw the sigil on his chest. And then... Now, currently, is the dragon flying right now? It's up in the air.
It is in the air.
Okay.
Yeah.
He looks at his ground-bound zombies and starts devising a little plan in his head, but still being only 60 feet away, he's going to bonus action move them up to 20 feet away.
Okay.
So you've got 4 zombies 20 feet away from the dragon on one side, 4 zombies 20 feet on the other side, and then 4 zombies 20 feet in front of it.
Okay.
That's the farthest they can move in one turn.
Wow.
And then that's the end of my action.
That's the end of your action. Zombies be slow motherfuckers. Okay.
They do be shambling.
Right. All right, Edryn. That's the end of your turn. Good ale. Dala Talandaran.
Goodale's going to pull up her spiritual weapon and attack with that.
Okay, so it's a sword, yes.
Yes, a blue light sword.
Blue sword, spectral, glows, appears, and attacks the dragon from where you are. Roll 2 hit, please, with your spiritual weapon. I'm assuming you're in range.
Oh, I hope I'm 60 feet. Yes, I was 60 feet away last
60
time.
feet. And that is the range for a spiritual weapon attack?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
17.
17 to hit. Does not hit, unfortunately.
Dang it.
It hits the dragon's scales and is very close to hitting it, but not quite, unfortunately.
Right.
Do you have any other...
I'll shrink. I'm going to shrink back and try to hide.
Okay. Very good. That's the end of your turn? Yep. Nothing else?
Yep.
Okay. Very good then. At that moment... Nyla, you're still at the dragon's feet, basically, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
How do I die, Russell?
Well, first of all, it bites you. And assuming that your armor class is less than 27, it hits you.
Correct.
And it does 15 points of biting nom 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 damage.
Oh, that takes away the healing that I just got.
Drops you on the ground in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
Goes to
Yes.
put a claw over you to make a grapple with one claw. Can you make a strength check, please?
Oh, God. Strength?
Yep.
Okay. 16.
24.
Fuck.
You're not going nowhere. Okay, so he's still got one more Action. These zombies are 20 feet away at this point, aren't they?
Was that a saving throw, Russell?
Yeah.
A saving throw? Where?
Was the dragon just taking the saving throw there?
I don't think so.
No,
No,
never
it's
mind.
sneaking an
Check.
attack.
Never mind.
No.
Is it a
was a
cheat or a
straight shoot.
saving throw to be grappled?
Okay, so out of your zombies there, Edryn,
Doesn't matter. It would have been 0 anyway.
can a group of them make a 19 DC Constitution save as it blasts them with a 60-foot cone of ice?
Of
from
course,
its
that's a con
mouth.
save. What was the DC again?
19.
Okay. So 1 succeeds. 1 fails. Another fails. And another fails. So 3 of the 4 fail.
Okay, well those 4 take a total of 56 damage each.
56. 56 and then 56 half.
So the rest of them take 25.
All right, so one division of
25,
zombies
6,
are
7, 8.
frozen.
Yep. They just freeze up in their tracks as they're moving. Okay, and that's the end of the dragon's turn. Ren, it is your turn. You are now
Okay.
in range.
Before
Your
we-
weapon is charged. Sorry, Edryn, did you have something else you were going to say?
So it's me.
Oh, that's you, Adrik. I'm sorry.
Now that it's the end of the dragon's turn,
Yep.
I needed to make a... What is this? A DC 14 Wisdom saving throw as I react with my stone rune.
Ah,
It's 20 feet away from me, and it's a 30-foot range.
I see. So he's making a DC what?
14 Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save.
Minus a D4.
Minus a D4. Okay, well, I rolled a 13. I get +1, so that was 14, but now I'm rolling a D4, which is going to automatically be less than 14. So it fails.
It now is... the wording this is weird, but end of this. While charmed in this way, the creature has a speed of 0 and is incapacitated, descending into a dreamy stupor. The creature repeats a saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success. So it is now incapacitated and on the ground.
Am I still grappled?
Are you still grappled? You might be even more grappled.
Because
That's
this is
fair.
dragon
it's
weight
just
now.
landing on you. Nyla, you might want to make a dex save.
A deck save. It is 20. Dirty 20.
You get out of there before it crushes you.
Yay! Also, Coral gave me inspiration.
Yeah, I see that.
Thank
Coral.
you.
Coral, thank you. Awesome. Nice. All right,
that's
so
end
the
of my
dragon is
reaction.
on the floor, and it's in a kind of stupefied state presently. Is that right?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, wow. Should have
Can
saved
I-
his legendary freaking actions to defy that nonsense.
He burned through those very quickly.
In about 3 rounds. Yeah. Okay, so cool.
Is it my go?
Is that the end of your turn, Adrik?
I was end of my reaction, yes.
End of your reaction? Okay, so just to be clear, it's stupefied. What can it and not do?
Okay, so it's just considered incapacitated, so it's movement of 0, and it cannot take actions or reactions. I'm
Okay.
assuming that also counts for its legendary actions.
Right, that would make sense. Okay, Barry, it is your turn. Sorry to keep you.
Right. Dash, Misty Step, and a sword between the eyes.
So Misty Step to the other side of the dragon?
Yeah.
Is that the idea? Like to the front of the dragon?
Yep. And a sword between its eyes.
Okay. And it's currently got disadvantage, is that right,
Yeah.
Adrik?
No, it's just cannot take actions or
Just
reactions.
cannot take actions or reactions. Okay, so it doesn't actually have disadvantage. All right, Barry, roll to hit.
Okay.
You get more than 1 to hit roll because you are
Hang on. I'm
6th
just getting this thing to
level.
work.
Let's see what this looks like.
24.
24 to hit. That is a very nice hit. Do your damage, please.
Damage is 8.
Yep. Okay, so you do 8 points of damage from the sword,
Yeah.
plus, because it is sorrow, it does an extra 2 damage.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's got thing on, Searing Smite.
Searing Smite,
Yeah.
which does... Searing Smite. The weapon flares with white hot intensity and the attack deals an extra d6 fire damage to the target, causing the target to ignite in flames. At the start of each of its turns, until the spell ends, the target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes a d6 fire damage. On a successful save, the spell ends. If a target or a creature within 5 feet uses an action to put out the flames... Okay, you're casting this at first or second level?
Second level.
Second level Searing Smite. So you're going to do 2d6 extra damage, please?
Yeah, 2d6.
Yeah.
Can you do it for me?
I can indeed.
Yeah, because I'm having vision trouble.
No problem. 2d6. That's a 5 and a 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 extra damage.
And I've got another hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. 8 extra damage. Boof. Alright, and you have another to hit roll. Longsword to hit
9.
was a 9. That does not hit, unfortunately. Do you have any
bugger.
bonus actions or other actions or other business?
There's nothing I can... Nothing I can think of, no.
Nothing you can think of. Okay, very good.
Okay.
That is the end of your turn then.
What's channel divinity?
Channel divinity.
Adjure. Anyway.
One moment. Abjure enemy. Channel divinity. Abjure enemy. This is a... As an action. So it is actually an action. So it would be one of your attack actions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
And it only works on fiends and undead, so demons, devils, and, undead creatures, not dragons.
That's fine.
All right, so that's the end of your turn then, my good sir.
Yeah.
Adrik Fogdar.
Adrik is going to run up to it, and he's going to use his hasted action to wrap the chains around the dragon's mouth. No more breath attacks.
Okay, so you're going to try and wrap your chains around the dragon's mouth. You are going to make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check. Just will check with hasted. Has advantage on dex saving throws. Okay, no, that's encounter this. So I'm just going to roll that straight. Come on, that's a 13.
Well, because the dragon is kind of in the air at the moment, where it is right now, it just stays in the air above you, and it rolls a 16 on an acrobatics save. So,
okay,
it's not this turn,
okay, that's fair.
This turn. Okay.
And I will, go Max.
Just a question: if its speed is 0, can it still fly? Because if it can't move to be able to flap its wings, can it still stay?
You're right.
Plus, it's also grappling Nyla, so would it be?
We did establish it
Nyla
fell
got
to the
out.
ground.
We did establish that Nyla got out, but you are quite right that it was on the ground, and Adrik used his rune on it, right?
Yeah.
So okay. So I'm quite wrong, Adrik. Yeah, you rush up to it. What were you initially going to do to it again?
I'm using my hasted action to wrap the chains around its mouth, so it can't breathe, cold it anymore.
Okay. No, that's fair enough. I take it all back. You wrap the chains around its mouth, whilst it is presently in its state.
Cool, so that just happens?
Yep.
Okay, brilliant. And I'm going to use my regular action to smash it with my big, huge hammer.
Roll to hit. You have advantage.
Oh, do I?
Well, yeah, because it's had it. It's pretty much had it.
Oh, that's 28 and that first advantage. I'll roll that second again for my second time.
Wait,
for my first.
no,
It's maybe
I'm
its
sorry. It
advantage.
doesn't have advantage. You told me it doesn't have advantage.
No, it
just,
doesn't.
It just can't do certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I rolled 2 to hit for my 2 strikes. The first one is 28 to hit, and the second is 20 to hit.
They both hit.
Brilliant. Okay, so I'll roll damage for that now. Come on, things, go away so I can hit that. Lovely. First attack is 18 to hit. 18 damage, sorry.
18 damage. Wow. Okay, nice.
Second attack, that is 10 damage. So a total of 28 this round.
Wow. Okay, very good. That's your entire turn finished?
Yep. It's sort of like I'm at the positioning. I'm at the dragon's mouth. I smash it across the head, and I kind of just want to have a length of chain dangling in front of me.
I think we should make a athletics check just to check how secure your chain is on its head.
Nope, that's
on
fine.
Its mouth.
Athletics. Boy, I miss being enlarged. That would have been an advantage. That's a 17, 19 with my frost rune.
Still pretty good. Okay, good stuff, Adrik. Thank you.
Cool. End of my turn.
End of your turn, Nyla. You've crawled out from between its claws. And
Whoa.
Adrik's bashing on it, wailing on it with his hammer.
Did Good Dale get better?
So it's on the ground.
I'm next,
Yeah,
aren't I?
You are.
Well, how did we get to Adrik? We went to Galand, we went to Ren, we went to Adrik, and now we're at Nyla. We're just going through the initiative order.
Did you get a turn last time, Leith? You were after me.
I was usually after Edric.
No, you are after Nyla.
Oh, okay.
All right, in which case
I'm
it's
going to
your
use
turn.
my point of inspiration,
Yep.
and to give me advantage on rolling attack on a firebolt on the thing.
All right, roll to hit with your firebolt.
And that's a 16.
A 16 to hit does not hit. I'm afraid.
It's bullshit. Don't think I've got anything else. Let me just check. No.
Nah.
No. Bum bum.
All right then. Is that the end of your turn, Leith?
That is the end of my turn.
All right then.
That was really unspectacular.
Nyla, back to you then, Nyla.
For me, very exciting. It's on the ground, yeah?
Yes, presently.
I'm a cast Entangle.
Okay.
At oh yeah, first level. He's got disadvantage. He's like can't do anything, eh?
Right.
So, Searing Smite.
Well,
Cool.
he can. He technically.
Does he get his
Searing
saving
Smite.
throws?
No
or
actions or reactions, but he can still make his saves.
Can
Oh, he can still make his
Right,
saves?
3D.
Okay, then I'm not going to cast it at first level.
No,
I'm a
two.
cast that.
I've got 2 of them, so I can do it again.
It doesn't matter what that. Okay, Entangle at first level. Grasping weeds and vines spout from the ground in a 20-foot square, starting from a point within range. For the duration these plants turn to the ground, they are difficult terrain. Any creature within the area cast a spell must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends.
Okay,
This
so
is a
the plants.
concentration spell, so the wolf disappears into vapor.
Okay.
Misty.
As the plants rip their way out of the mound of rubble and dust, and begin to entangle the dragon gets a save, right?
Correct.
What sort of save is it?
It's a strength saving throw. He has to beat a 15.
Okay. He tears your little plants away.
What did he roll?
Natural 20.
Okay, never mind. If it was less than like a 19, I would have rolled my reaction, but that's fine.
Right. Fair enough.
Fine. That's okay. I'm gonna use my guiding bolt bonus action, which is my last one that I can use,
Yep.
and try and hit them.
Roll to hit.
That is a 19.
A 19 to hit. That does actually hit.
Yay! And that is 1d8 plus. Where is all my things? 1d8. 6!
6
Plus-
points of damage.
Plus. No, hold on. It's got pluses. Ooh, where is it? Sorry.
I feel like Goodale's been really restrained this fight.
1d8 plus 4, so 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage.
And that's is my turn, and I'm gonna stand up using half my movement and back away.
All right. Edryn.
Edryn moves his 30 feet. The 2 hordes of zombies close their 20. And
10.
Edryn, well, no, they were 20 before.
Yeah.
Now they close the distance to within 5 feet, so they're all within 5 feet.
Okay.
They are all going to use their action to all just start clawing at this thing.
All right, so you've got how many zombies?
8.
All right, you can roll 8 to hits with your zombies, please.
All right, I'm going to do it all at once on D&D Beyond because I can't be bothered rolling 8 different ones.
Excellent.
So they're all hitting the screen. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let me have a look because it's giving me a bunch of. That's not helpful. It's okay. Miss. 17.
Miss.
Oh, sorry, no. 19.
Hit.
And 20.
Hit.
Okay, so 2 of them hit.
All right.
Yeah.
Is the 20 including a bonus, or is it a natural 20?
Including a bonus.
Okay.
And so that's 2, 6, 8 points of damage.
All right.
And I'm going to cast why the shit not? I'm gonna cast Tasha's Mind Whip again, so can it make an intelligence saving throw for me, please?
All right. It fails.
So it takes 8 points of psychic damage.
8 points of psychic damage. Ooh, wow.
8 points of psychic damage.
Jousting
as well
time.
as, just in case for some reason it can start doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It can't take reactions until the end of its next turn. On its next turn, it must choose whether it gets to move, an action, or a bonus action. But obviously, it can't do anything anyway.
Right.
That is the end of my turn.
That is the end of your turn. Okay. Goodale.
What happened to your other 4 zombies?
But they got frozen.
Goodale's going to channel divinity and give Nyla 30 hit points.
Wow. Okay.
And then she's going to attack with her spiritual weapon, which is still up.
All right. Very good. Roll to hit with your spiritual weapon, please, as your blue floating spectral weapon continues to harass the white dragon.
And it misses.
13 to hit. It misses, unfortunately. Do you have any other actions you'd like to take?
No, because I channeled divinity, so I think that's one action.
Yep.
And then spiritual weapon is my bonus.
All right.
So I'll just shrink back behind my cover again.
All right. Do you want to make another stealth check?
Not really, but I will.
Good.
Ooh, it's a 4. Oh, I'm
Okay.
so obvious.
As you pop out for a second there, the dragon just looks right at you.
Even in its stupor, like a hungover dog. Like something that's tranquilized in the back of your trunk.
Exactly. All right. Is that the end of your turn? Yep. Okay. So, what saving throws can the dragon make right now against what?
Okay, so it just makes, at the end of its turn, another wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
Okay, and it's also under Edryn's magic too. So, what have you done, Edryn?
Basically, it can't take. It has to choose whether it can move, bonus action, or action. But
Okay.
as Adrik said, it can do the saving throw at the end of its turn. So.
Okay, well, what it's going to
good.
do then, it's going to choose movement. It can do that, right?
Except for Adrik's thing says that it's got 0 movement.
0 movement, but I can save against that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can save against either of our things.
All right. Well, can I save against both of them?
My thing, you already
know.
did this save. It's just until the end of my next turn.
Right.
If it's dexterity, it's a disadvantage.
Right, so Adrik, what's your save? What is it?
Wisdom 14.
Wisdom 14. Okay. Ooh,
That's at
A
the end of
healthy,
its turn, Adrik.
flaccid 20 for that.
Flaccid 20. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So it's good. End of its turn. It's good to go.
All right, so it lifts up off the ground now.
Can it move after it's the end of its turn? So
It
it
is
can't
the end
move
of its
after
turn. That's
so
right.
it can't move.
That's as far as it gets.
Doesn't
Ren,
get to move if it's the end of its turn.
Ren, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do what I did before.
Yep.
Now, I've been trying to figure it out, but would it be more beneficial to put a hunter's mark on it and then attack it?
Certainly that would make a big difference. I mean,
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark
Hunter's
is-
mark it.
all right, so you cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Yeah. And I attack it.
Okay, so you cast Hunter's Mark, which... Let me just quickly double check I'm looking at the right character. I am not.
Sorry, my vision's not too good today.
Hunter's Mark. So you are within range.
Yeah.
It lasts up to an hour, but is it it is a concentration spell.
Yeah.
It is a bonus action. You use it at the beginning of your turn in this case. You choose a creature, that's the dragon. You've marked it. Every time you hit it now, you do an extra d6 damage.
Okay. Okay, so I'm... And is Smite still up?
Your smite, you used it on your last turn.
Okay.
You can use it again, though.
I'll use it again.
Okay, so it has to be a spell that takes an entire action. Smite is an entire... Let's just double check. Searing Smite is a bonus action. Unfortunately, you cannot cast Smite this turn. But you can attack twice.
I will attack him.
Right, roll to hit.
Roll to hit. Come on. 18.
18 does hit. Roll your damage, please.
Yes, damage. Come on, you stinking damage. Come on. 7.
7, okay, yep. You do 7 points of damage. That's plus a few extras.
Yeah. And it's got Hunter's Mark on it now.
Right, so now you're going to roll a d6.
A
Want me to roll it
D6.
for you?
Yeah, please.
Okay, I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Alright, I've got another shot at him. Ready?
Okay, so you're going to take another hit? Yep, roll a hit.
Yeah. 14.
Does not hit. You clatter off his scales, unfortunately. And that, I think, is the end of your turn, Ren.
Yeah.
Yep. Adrik.
Fantastic. So I'm going to use all my actions because I've got 3 attacks with the hasted action to hit him with my hammer 3
Yep.
times.
Wow. Roll to hit.
Hammer, hammer, hammer.
That is a 10. That does not do it.
Does not
It's
hit.
hammer time. It's hammer time.
Whoa,
That is a 16.
Whoa,
That does not hit either.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, none of that is helping.
That is a
Thank you.
10. Man, I got three swings and none of them hit.
Nothing.
Well, that's my action.
Nothing but air. Is that the
That's
end of
my
your?
action.
That's the end of your
That's it.
turn.
Yeah, that's it. Fuck.
Leith.
Oh, bro.
Mr. Lath, it is your turn.
I'm gonna do something that should get through. I'm going to sacred flame it. So
Sacred Flame.
dexterity at disadvantage.
Dexterity at disadvantage.
Please, s'il vous plaît.
Hammer time. 11.
That is a fail. So it takes 6 points of sacred flame radiant damage.
Right. Youch.
And
Burnings.
and 1 point of hex.
1 point of
It's-
hex.
All the hex seems to be able to dish out tonight.
Very good, Leith, Mr. Lath. Is that the end of your turn?
That is.
You filthy world. Oh, I didn't say that. Nyla.
How big is the dragon?
Fucking huge.
So you'd say about 60 feet? across?
Yeah, it's probably 60 feet in full length. Yeah.
Cool. I'm a stand up and I'm a jam my staff in the ground and cast Call Lightning at 3rd level.
Okay.
It has to make a dex save at disadvantage, and if it succeeds, it takes half damage. And the save is 15.
He saves.
What did he roll?
16.
I'm gonna roll my woe as a reaction and make him fucking fail it.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
So rolling my woe, it's a d4.
That will
and
automatically.
It's a 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, so he fails.
Correct.
Do your damage.
Do my damage? Hell yeah! Cold lightning at 3rd level. Damage is 3d10. Oh, that was relatively shitty. But that is 17 points of damage.
17 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay.
And what does it mean? Storm cloud, blah, 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 blah. And it's up. So every time that happens, wait, what? Cast a spell pointing to control each creature in 5 feet. Don't take 3 and fails by half as much. Success for 1. Each of your turns until the spell ends, you can use your action to call down lightning in this way again, targeting the same point or a different one. So it's still up. There's a massive cloud in the sky, and it has surrounded the area of the town, and this white, bright light of lightning strikes down at the dragon.
All right, and it fries the dragon good and fucks it up, and you can tell it hurt the dragon.
Good.
Is that the end of your round?
I have a bonus action, but I don't think I can do anything because I've used all my guiding bolts now. Do I have any bonus actions? Bonus actions. I'm a. No, that's. Is it? What does this mean? Do I have this? Oh, no, it's a casting time, and then I can be thrown with a sling, which is an action. No, I'm good. I don't have any bonus actions.
You don't
That
have
is
any.
my turn.
That was your. Okay, good.
I use an action and a reaction, and I'm 30 feet away.
Excellent. Edryn.
Now the dragon is flying, correct?
At this point, yes.
Now, have you ever seen the movie World War Z?
Yes.
I'm wondering if I can do a thing where the zombies kind of just climb on top of each other, and then the top 2 just get a smack.
You can make some athletics checks for the zombies.
Do you want me to do 8 athletics checks? Or...
What's the ultimate goal here? Is to get one zombie up to its face or something? Like?
Oh, well, how high off of the ground is it flying?
About 10 feet. Not very high.
10 feet. So I could stack 4 zombies on top of another 4 zombies. So just enough so then they can be able to reach it.
Right. Yeah, I suppose so. Are they going to try and grapple it?
Well, they're just trying to smack it.
Okay.
So the bottom 2 are the support, but the bottom 4 are the support, and the top 4 are just trying to smack it.
Okay. So let's have.
Right.
I'll get you to roll 4 athletics checks.
1 for each of the base ones, or 1 for each of the top ones?
For the top.
So the
it
base
doesn't really matter
ones.
which way.
Oh, okay.
It's 4.
So there is a 7, an 18, a 10, and a 6.
Okay, so the 7 and the 6 fail.
Right.
So half of your attacks are not going to make it to the top of the tower.
All good. That's fine. But the other 2 might hit. So let's give that a go.
They can roll to hit.
That's a 6.
That is not a hit.
Sorry. That's a 9. Still doesn't hit. And that's a 15 also misses.
Right.
I'm going to use my action to cast. I'm going to rush up to it and cast Burning Hands.
Okay. That's a dex save, isn't it?
That's a dex save. I'm going to move 15 feet towards it and then just kind of into the air. So
Okay.
I'm still 15 feet back. So that's a dex save, and that's at disadvantage because of Leith's Hex.
Oh, disadvantage.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so I need to roll one more time because I just rolled a natural 20. This time I rolled a natural 13.
What's the total save for that?
13. It's just 13.
Okay, so that's a fail.
Oh,
so
no, I lie.
it
I lie.
takes
11
points
I lie.
of...
I lie. It's plus 5. So it would have been.
So it's that 16? Oh,
Yeah.
plus 5.
Yep.
That's 18, so that just saves, so it'll take half of 11, which is 5 points of fire damage.
5 points of fire.
So I move 15 feet forwards. Yeah, I moved 15 feet forward, and then after doing the burning hands, I'm going to move another 5 feet back. 15 feet back.
Okay.
Maths.
All
That is the
right.
end of my turn.
And that is the end of your turn. Okay, Edryn. Very good. You have definitely hurt it. Does it have its reactions back yet?
Yeah, if it
does now,
saved
yeah.
it saved my stone rune. The spell's broken essentially. So yeah, it's got
Right.
its reactions and all that.
So it's got okay. So now it can actually use a legendary action, and everybody's nice and close and tight to it.
Sorry. Can I just quickly?
Yeah.
Because it said, is this an a reaction or legendary action?
This is a legendary action,
Okay,
and
ignore me. Continue.
the legendary action can happen at the end of anybody's turn, as long as it's
that's
not.
fine. Ignore me then. Go for it.
So at that point, as I said, I finally get to use my the wing attack. So at this point, dexterity 19 saving throws, please, from anybody that's near the dragon. So that includes
Within what range?
5 feet.
5 feet. Okay.
No, 10 feet. 10 feet.
Still all good.
Okay. Adrik fails, despite having advantage with,
It's a lot of
haste.
dice.
Duties.
What the fuck?
No, I failed too. 12.
Okay.
I'm rolling for the zombies.
Right, I was just like 78. What?
What at the... Wait, hang on. Let me have a look at the zombies.
Okay,
section.
so-
Okay, if you fail, you are prone, first of all.
All right.
Furthermore, you take 10 points of damage.
That's
Alright.
halved because of Adrik's invulnerability.
Okay, so all the zombies are on 12 now.
And the dragon can also fly 20 feet in that turn as well, which it uses to fly up.
Shit.
Into my storm.
I guess so.
Cool. How's it looking? How's the dragon doing?
Oh, it's well beaten up. Doesn't look very good at all. His eyes are very smashed. It's got scales hanging off it. There's holes in its wings. It looks singed and burned.
It's muzzled by a chain.
It's muzzled with a chain. It's trying to get the chain off its nuzzle as it's in the air right now, so it is a little bit distracted. And on that note, Goodale, it's your turn.
I've got my spiritual weapon up.
Yep.
If I cast another bonus action spell, does that make the
Nope.
the
Nope. Spiritual weapon stays up.
okay? So I'll cast Sanctuary on Adrik.
Okay. So what does that give to Adrik? Is it like +2 AC or something? Or advantage on?
I'm honestly fine. I'm invulnerable and very fast right now.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. All right.
I take
I'll-
half damage from everything it throws at me.
Okay.
So unless it decides it wants to drop a mountain on me, I'm mostly fine.
Okay, then. Then I'll just hit it with the spiritual weapon and probably get out my bow and
Take a shot.
take a shot.
All right, so two to hit rolls, please. One for your spiritual weapon, one for your bow.
Okay. So my bow is a 19.
That is a hit.
Oh, hooray. And 7 damage.
7 damage. All right, good. And your spiritual weapon?
Spiritual weapon. Sadly, just a 13.
13. Alright. That does not hit. Now it is the actual dragon's turn.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
It goes to breathe all over you and realizes that it's got just a little puff of steam. And not much comes out, so it gives up on that. And it turns, disengaging away from you, and flees into the air.
Really? Really?
It's flying towards the frozen statue of Klereska on the roof of the temple.
Can I? Can I Misty Step it?
No.
Bonus action, not a reaction.
Oh.
Everything we fight runs away.
But it is your
This
turn.
is bullshit.
Well, that's because you're used to playing with people that for some reason play their NPCs like it's a video game. I don't know. Galandel, Ren Talandar, it is your turn. You can take a shot with your longbow if you want.
I'm gonna go.
And it has Hunter's Mark on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a headshot.
Well, tell the dice that.
Okay. Let's see. No, I'm gonna literally take time to aim.
Okay, if you take time to aim, I'll give you advantage.
Okay, I'm taking time to aim. So this is a
But it is going
longbow.
further and further towards the edge of your
Okay, here we
range.
go. Now,
fires to hit. 23
23.
actually fucking hits it. Okay, roll your damage with your longbow.
eight.
8. Very good.
And Hunter's Mark.
And Hunter's March. So there's an extra d6, so I'll roll that for you. So 5 points of damage. Alright.
Yep.
Very good. End of turn.
I can't take a second shot, because it's not like my sword.
Actually, you can. It's an attack action.
Okay, here we go. I'll take a second shot. Here we go.
Dun, 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 dun.
21.
21. Bloody hell. He hits with a 21. Roll your damage, please.
Hang on. 10.
Fuck. Okay. Alright, very good. It's still flying away. At this point, it gets to the edge of your range. Although, Adrik, you have a turn during that whole period as well.
Okay. How high in the air is it? Or how? What's its range right now?
60 feet right now.
60 feet. And is there any chance that the length of chain that I have hanging down is within a dash range?
Yeah, there is a chance of that.
Well,
You're going to have to
Adrik-
run like up a side of a building. You're going to have to climb and jump and do some parkour like Milford Brixton style.
Adrik's gonna do it. He's gonna haste. He's gonna bolt after that chain. You've never seen a dwarf in full plate dwarven armor run like this.
Okay, so you've still got your haste on, right?
Yep, I've got it for another seven turns.
7 turns. Okay, so you go bolting at what speed?
Yep. I get up, and that's 25 of my 50 feet movement speed
So you're
right now.
50 feet.
That's
You are
25.
closing on the dragon by 10 feet per turn.
And I'm dashing. So that's a total with everything, total of 75 feet.
All right. Can you make an athletics check, please, to grab the
I
chains?
certainly can.
Come on.
Please, dice gods, give me this. Ari and Jesus, please.
Dun, 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 dun. What do we got here? Oh, a 7. Oh, you leap for the chain, and it just drops out of your grasp.
No.
Moments
Oh, that
away
would have
from
been
it.
so cool. Oh.
You don't have any inspiration, do you?
I don't. I was hoping that the audience would would dig deep into their divinity piggy
If the
banks.
audience wants to give him divinity right now, he can spend
Audience.
it, despite that it's after the roll.
Ooh, someone can! Someone can!
Yes, Charlie, please! Please!
Yeah. Okay.
Yes!
There we go!
Inspiration.
Athletics, please, 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 let this be the one. A desperate fumble for the chain. 20!
Yes!
Adrik
Wait a
fumbles,
second. Let's have a
grabs,
look. Yeah,
digs his heels in, and
is-
Frostrune flares. It's like a blizzard is blowing between his legs, and he pulls that fucking dragon back.
All right, so it lifts you off the ground.
Bugger.
Oh no.
And
I'm gonna try.
Adrik.
Yeah, sorry, carry on.
You are now soaring up above the houses, holding on
Can
to
I
it. Yeah.
start climbing the chain?
Oh, you can start climbing, but you know, look, you need to make an athletics check just to hold on to the chain.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, Adrik.
Damn it!
Oh, buddy. That's not bad. That's
A total of 15.
could be worse.
15.
Could be
Okay,
worse.
yeah, you're holding onto the chain and you're flying towards the temple. And as you're getting closer, you're sort of swinging around on the bottom of this freaking thing. You see a bunch of arrows come flying up your direction from some guards below.
Yeah!
A couple of them seem to hit the oh shit, that's a critical. Some of them hit the dragon's flank and dig in. And you hear the dragon breathe for a moment as that happens. He turns. He says, "I should frost you now."
Oh yeah? What's that muzzle doing then?
I'll be free of it a moment away.
Oh, let's see.
He slams down on the roof. You can make a dexterity saving throw.
Cool. Oh. 15.
15. You go sliding across the roof, holding onto the chain. You get to the edge of the roof and you kind of spin out like you're hanging off the edge for a moment, still holding the chain, and then pull yourself back up onto the roof. There's like 100-foot drop behind you.
Cool. Okay.
Dragons in front of you. Claraska is an ice statue right now. And you're looking at her and you can see that she's starting to thaw. There's steam coming off her and you see her eye twitch.
Oh, she's okay. I don't think I have any of my movement left. I think that was all my actions and bonuses and Hail Marys.
Right. The dragon turns around. Now you're making a...
Is its muzzle still on?
Is its muzzle still on? You know what?
That's what I was hanging from.
Make a athletics check to tighten it in time.
Come on,
Oh,
Adrik.
please.
Nice.
That's a 15.
A 15. Let's see what the dragon can do in a contested athletics check. Okay. You pull its head down towards the floor just as it goes to breathe, and it doesn't quite do it. It realizes in time to not let out its breath before it does. Now, just pause here for a second. Where is everybody else, and what are you doing?
I'm
Running
Yes.
towards
Yeah.
the dragon.
Yeah,
Running towards the dragon.
Just running.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna have
Zombies
to go up
slowly
and
tottering
around the.
behind.
You have to go around the temple complex because, as I says, it's on top of this huge 100-foot rock.
I'm a misty step 30 feet up if I can to where it is. How far away am I?
Quite a long way. 30 feet is a small increment in this.
That's fine.
Fairly distant.
How far am I within 120 feet?
You're not within 120 feet. You're about
If I'm-
500 feet.
500 feet.
Yeah, they
Jeez.
flew.
Yeah.
okay.
But then
I'm-
I didn't get a turn.
They flew across the city.
How big is his flight speed?
Well, once he got out of your range, it was outside of combat.
What is out of range? Because my range is 120 feet.
Right.
So how far away did he fly?
Well, okay. So what would you have done?
I would have called lightning again.
Okay, we'll do it again.
Okay. Sorry. My range is 120 feet. If he was within that range, I would have called done another concentration spell and cast a new lightning cloud and brought that down. So he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
How long does that last, Leith?
8 hours.
Wow.
Yep. Hexes. People talk some smack about hex, but it is really. Oh, it's 1 hour. Sorry, but
It's
it
still
is
a long
bloody great.
time.
Yeah.
All right, do your damage, Caitlin.
3d10. Oh, 20.
Okay, 20 lightning damage.
Correct.
Okay. Excellent. So you did that as he was flying out. Adrik was holding onto a metal chain.
Yeah, he needs to make a dexterity saving throw
This
as
is
well.
fair.
He's got his invulnerability though. Does that count?
That's an 18.
18. How do you make a dex save when you're holding onto a chain against the electricity?
The dragon shielded it.
Guess so. Okay. All right. So we're back
So
to
that's
where.
half damage, so
All
10
right.
points of damage to Edric.
Oh yes, because I'm invulnerable, that's an extra half. So that's
It does
about 5
not.
damage.
Invulnerability like that doesn't stack.
Doesn't it?
I don't think so.
Well, I saved, so that's half damage, and then half of that because I'm invulnerable.
Pretty sure that's.
I don't think it
that
works like that. I think you can only have one of those halves. I will check on that, but for now, we'll go with it for the moment. Because that's obviously what you've been calculating, but I have a strong feeling. Anyway, we'll worry about that later. Okay, so Leith, it's actually
me?
your turn, yeah.
Well, I am running as fast as I can.
All right, so you're basically just going to keep running. All right.
I've got nothing else I can do. Well,
Yep.
Leith is one of those elves that can't actually misty step.
All right, and the dragon turns to you, Adrik, now, and he says to you, Moradin's hammer lies impotent, like your failure, like his failure to turn Packard. Where was your god then?
Don't know about him, but I'm here now. Come on.
Right, so you and the dragon are kind of circling each other for a moment there. And it is the dragon's turn.
Potion of Invulnerability just says you have resistances to all damage, so he would technically have resistance to lightning damage as well.
You did take half to lightning, didn't you?
Yep,
So, but
I
that's-
took the
but
half
that's
for
the-
my save, and then extra half for being invulnerable. So double half.
So the save automatically makes the damage he would have taken halved, and then you would have that half on top. It doesn't say it doesn't stack, and it doesn't say that it does. It just says that you are resistant to all damage.
Yeah, I think the thing is that when there's a more general rule about when you're stacking damage types and stacking resistances. It might be in the Dungeon Master's Guide. I'd have to check, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that right now.
That's fine.
So anyway, right. Let's check something here. Oh, still his breath weapon has not yet returned. You're very fucking lucky because he tries it again. Instead, he swipes you with his tail. In which case, Adrik,
23 AC.
29 to hit.
It hits.
You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's halved to 6.
All right. And you made your... hang on.
I saved from the Frightful Presence way back.
Right. Okay, cool. All right, and he goes at you for a bite attack, which misses. And he goes at you for a claw attack, which hits with a 26.
Cool.
And he does 15 points of piercing damage.
Halved to 7. Cool.
Very good. Everybody else is still moving towards this location at this point.
When I get close enough to him, I will Misty Step.
Okay, I don't know whether anybody's going to get close to him at this time, to be honest with you, because these guys flew a long way away.
How far will Misty Step take me if I
Like
was to
30
do it
feet.
now?
Like 30 feet, like the other side of a room. Right? Whereas they've gone to the other side of the
Okay.
city. Like, they're like miles away. They're like at least 2 miles away from you. I mean, you're running, obviously.
Call a horse.
Okay, you can do that.
Okay.
You can do that. So you basically get onto a horse, you pull a horse out of thin air, and you jump onto it, and you start riding in the direction of them. That's a spell
At full
slot.
pace of a horse, yeah.
Yep, for sure. Okay. Very good. That's what you're doing. Adrik, what are you doing?
Oh, I am going to use my bonus action to second wind. That's 1d10 plus 6 hit points. 1 second. Just to heal myself. Come on. That is a total of 10 returned to me.
Okay.
Wonderful. Okay. With my main action, I'm going to go and start attacking it with my hammer.
All right, roll to hit.
That's 24 to hit on my first attack.
24 to hit on your first attack. That hits.
Boom.
Damage, please.
That is a total of 8.
8. Yep.
And... Come on. 20 on my second attack.
All right, roll your damage, please.
15.
15.
How's he looking?
He looks pretty smashed. He's pretty hurt. But he kind of shakes off a whole bunch of ice. And then he puts one claw on top of Claresca. And he says,
I'm going...
move. And she dies.
Adrik's gonna haste, quick as a flash. I'm gonna smash his fucking claw. I want to break that claw.
Okay, roll to hit. 22 to
22.
hit. All right.
And damage. $17.
17.
Smash right on the joint. You'll not harm this child in my presence, not so long as I draw breath.
You actually surprise the dragon quite a lot, and it steps back away from her and circles around you, making that kind of deep, dull, roaring, clicky sound that you see in movies all the time when dinosaurs are around. Okay.
So Claresca's, I'm between it and Claresca now.
You get between it and Claresca. All right.
Yeah.
He is going to attack you and try and throw you past her with a strength attack, basically. So you're making a grapple check.
Cool.
Ooh.
So that's just strength saving throw or just a straight check?
Straight up strength check.
Okay. Oh, I wish I was enlarged right about now. That is a 22.
25.
Fuck!
Throws you to the floor, and you go skidding again towards the edge of the 100-foot drop.
Can I use the effect of my dwarven armor to...
Any second now.
Sorry, there's an effect that with the dwarven armor that allows me to reduce distance that moves me by 10 feet.
You can. All right. Yeah, so you don't go sliding anywhere near as far. Okay.
So it's just...
Yep. And you jump up onto your feet, I suppose.
Yeah.
Very good, Adrik. You're doing that. Ren, you're galloping up and around the side of the building now. You can see the fight going on top. Who else is moving? You're all running, I assume. Everybody else?
Yep.
Okay. Well, Ren will get here first because he's on horseback. Makes
Okay.
sense. All right, Ren. You're actually within bow shot range if you can ride and shoot. I don't know if that's something that you can do or would do, but you could stop and shoot.
I'm gonna ride and shoot.
Okay.
Because I would know how to ride and shoot.
You would be at disadvantage, but that's okay.
Okay.
Ren. Talondaran longbow attack with
Remember, he's got
disadvantage.
Hunter's Mark on him still.
He does have Hunter's Mark, so that should actually give him advantage. So instead, we'll just go for a flat roll.
Yeah. And I've got 2 shots.
You rolled a 19. That's a 24 to hit. And your second shot, we'll roll that now while we're at it, is also a flat shot, flat roll. And that is a 12 plus Splar is 17. That one misses. But the first one certainly hits. And it does 6 plus 2 points of damage is 8 plus a Hunter's Mark, which is another 6. 2 points of damage. So 10 points of damage from you.
Can I challenge him to fight me?
As a spell,
Yeah.
not now that you've used your actions on firing your bow.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I timed it wrong. Okay, go.
All good, Barry.
All right, Adrik.
Charge back in, and I'm going to take my main action to hit it twice. Again.
Roll to hit. That's what it sounds like.
26.
26 to hit. Hits.
Oh, come on. Sorry. I got all these tabs popping up.
I got a virus.
All right, it's a total of 10 on that first hit.
It looks quite dizzy.
Second hit coming in. That is a total of 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
And I'm going to come in with my hasted hit. 12. Bugger!
Does not hit. Okay. Now you make your Constitution 19 saving throw, please. 60-foot cone, and Barry, you're coming in at the end of that 60-foot cone, so you are also going to make a Constitution saving throw.
Cool.
Constitution, hang on.
Fuck me, it's a total of 12.
Hang on. Constitution.
Why pick a fighter if your two best saves, strength and con, save some of the time?
Right.
I mean, fail some of the time. Bugger.
Did you fail, Adrik?
I did. That's a total of 12 with
12.
my fostering action.
17!
All right. You succeed, Ren, where Adrik fails. Hang on a minute. I lie. You do not succeed. You both fail. You both take 55 points of cold damage.
20. That's down to 26 for Adrik, I think. 24.
All right. Ren is unconscious.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
How much damage was that?
55.
Yikes.
Yes, Dala?
Does Dala see a horse anywhere?
Yeah, there is a horse now running. Well, you mean to get up the hill? You want to make a perception check, or even an investigation check?
Investigation? Sure.
Yeah, you can't see any horses. I'm afraid. I'm sorry. All right, Adrik.
Gonna hit it again. Two swings at its big stupid face.
All right,
22 to hit.
that hits.
11 damage on that first attack.
11 damage.
Man, I miss being big.
Adrik,
Yeah.
how do you kill it?
Holy shit!
Yay!
So, Adrik kind of
Yay!
just through the frost breath swings it away. You've not got enough ice in your veins to freeze me. Charges at it and then smash under its chin.
All right.
And then while it's gobsmacked, what he's gonna do is he's gonna drop his hammer and he's gonna grab its jaw and grab its upper jaw and he's just going to twist and break it off.
Okay. You can make an athletics check to do that.
Rapsol.
This
Go
is
on, boy.
way
You
better.
can
Come on!
Do it!
Oh, that's
You
an 11.
can! Ah!
Yeah, it's
Can I
an
just give
adult.
its head a hearty twist?
Adult white dragon. But I'll tell you what you do notice, Adrik, as you're standing next to it. Its eyes kind of mist over as it begins to see whatever is above it, and you see it breathe in suddenly a sharp breath as if it sees something that you can't see, and it begins to talk as if it's seeing people around it. Do you speak any Draconic?
Let me see. I don't.
Can you make a perception check?
I certainly can.
The others,
give me this.
lovely. Oh.
the rest of you are arriving at the scene now.
Oh, no, that's an 8.
8. Bugger. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I missed all this good thing.
Okay, so who's next to the scene? Edryn.
Um,
Edryn's question.
I just wanted to quickly ask, if it sees something in the sky with my Crown of True Sight, am I picking up on anything in the sky as well?
Oh, you're wearing your crown right now.
I've not taken the crown off. The crown has
Edryn.
constantly been on this whole time.
Okay, Edryn, as you were approaching, you see the sky immediately above the dragon open up in this hole of light above it, like the clouds just tear open above the dragon. And you see there's like some sort of draconic form above it. But you also see this group surrounding, like looking down into this circular hole, these figures. One of them has a long, thick beard and a hammer. They look like deities from all you can tell. A mixture of deities. There's elven deities and at least one dwarven-looking deity right there, who, to all intents and purposes, as far as you're concerned, Edryn looks like Moradin. And he's standing behind Adrik, where Adrik is standing. He stands right behind Adrik, almost like Adrik's a puppet below him, like they're reflections of each other. And then the dragon kind of just shivers and sloughs off to sleep.
Sleep?
Well, the final sleep.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
The big sleep where you won't ever wake up.
Yep.
I assume no one else,
Taking a
only
dirt
Adrik
nap.
was in... Adrik was the only person in proximity to be able to hear its final words if it said anything, right?
Edryn?
Adrik. Was Adrik the only person within earshot?
I think so. I don't think anyone else would have been able to. Claresca might have. Yeah. Thank you for that, Nyla. I appreciate
Thank
that,
you, Nyla.
Caitlin. Yeah.
What I'm here for.
So,
and when we do get into range, I'm going to cast the last of my healing light dice onto Ren.
okay. Right, and Ren, you are immediately affected and wake up and get back to your feet with
Only 1 hit point. But,
1 hit point.
Yep.
That's kind of funny.
But that saves you from making... You don't have to make any death saves, so that's good. At this point, the guards are tentatively approaching on horseback.
Adrik's gonna go lean over the side. I got it.
Good job.
It's
So
dead.
well done, Edric.
Good job, buddy. You did it.
He's gonna turn back and he's gonna go check on Claresca. How's she looking?
All right.
Well, Claresca is thawing out right now. And the ice begins to break and she begins to move and she collapses to her knees in front of you and begins to sob.
Can I try? How does the cage look? Is it magical like Edryn's was?
It does look like that, yes.
Is there a key anywhere? Maybe on the dragon.
You want to go and search the dragon's body? You
I
want
s-
to turn it
I-
over?
I super do.
Okay.
Get right in that dragon scale in all its bad places.
All right. Well, while you're getting into the dragon's bad places, you can make a athletics check. Does anyone want to help him make an athletics check?
I will. I'm gonna go and
All right.
attempt to dissect the dragon.
Advantage for your athletics check. You're going to dissect this dragon.
It's a crit
I want
20 for
its
25,
scales.
27.
I want its teeth. I want its eyes. I want its tongue. I want its claws. I want every single part of this bloody fucking dragon.
Nyla,
What?
that is for Adrik to do. At least the first blow.
I'm trying to help.
Go easy on her, Leith. It's a huge help.
Am
see
I
it. The
conscious
lots of
or am I
lightning.
still
Yes,
unconscious?
you're conscious, Barry. You've got 1 hit point conscious.
I have only one thing to say. Ow. Ow.
You deserve the best.
All right. Adele finally makes it up.
And Barry, the damage that you took was freezing breath damage, so, keep that in mind as to your 1 hit point.
More to the point, it says I can't say it. I'm trying to say this, but my
Right.
Adele starts casting healing word on her brother.
Okay, very good.
I got a crit 20 for 27. I couldn't possibly have rolled any better on this.
Okay, so you turn them.
You're welcome.
You turn the dragon over, which is pretty impressive. You have to move its head across. You find, trying to find, where would you find a key on a dragon? I don't really see this dragon carrying a key.
I've got a picture of a white dragon on me, so it's like, it's got like a neck frilly thing, so it's just maybe just tucked into that behind its jaw. Where it can reach with its awful front paws.
Does this dragon have pockets?
You know what?
A pouch.
I don't think this cage doesn't work like this at all.
It's a girl dragon, so it's probably 50-50.
You can't find. There just is no key to this cage, and I don't think there is even a keyhole in the cage either. Now that you examine it.
It's alright.
Right.
We'll go find the Lord's wizard and get him to dispel it or some shit. It'll be fine. Do you want to help me get rid of his teeth?
Hey, do me a favor, Nyla. Save me 6 smaller ones, about yay big, and get me the front of the front fangs, about a short sword length.
Now,
As you're having
this conversation, some guards come piling up on top of you. Oh wow, you've done it! Congratulations, you killed it! Well done, well done.
Hey, thank you.
Excuse me, what are you doing there?
What?
What are you doing there? I don't think Lord Balkinard will have it. Anyone dissecting the dragon yet hasn't been examined by Electos. No one will be allowed to touch this dragon until it's been examined thoroughly.
Get Electos here. I want those
It's
teeth.
already been well touched already.
Oh yes, of course. Whilst you were fighting it, yes, I'm sure that's right. But I just don't want any trouble with the boss and with the Lord. If you were to go around raiding this dragon and he was to come back 5 minutes later and say to me, "Why didn't you stop them?" and I was to think, "Oh, I should have said something, right?" So now I'm saying something.
No, that's not. No more trouble today. I'm not leaving, but I'm not leaving until she's out that blasted cage. Just Electos here, please.
I'm a sit on the dragon's head and just sort of like cross my legs and just sort of wait and go like, what do you want me to do? What are you gonna do about it?
Well, he says, "I will go and get the Lord."
Good idea.
And so off they go.
And I just sort of stick my fingers in the eyes of the dragon.
Dala, can you see to the queen, please?
Is the cage still hanging from the
No,
temple?
the cage is on the roof of the temple, and it's
Once
not.
she's
Sorry,
out-
yeah, on the roof of the temple. Yeah, that's right. The fight found its way to the floor, but on the floor of the large rock that is the temple complex, that's still 100 feet above the ground. The road that goes around the side is where Barry went to get there.
Okay.
Which is where everybody else will have taken the same road to get there too, I suspect, because there's no other way up there.
Right, so I'll make my way up there then.
All right.
While she's making her way up, Adrik's probably staggered over to Claresca and he's put his hand to the bars, just to like reach out for her hand, like some comfort. How are you doing? Aye, cold.
Oh,
Aye. Oh, allow you out of that night quick, and have some lovely warm clothes. Get you some good food.
Out.
Very soon, very soon.
She sobs.
Do I arrive
Aye,
soon?
good
Yep,
lady.
you arrive.
You're
Okay.
right.
I'll reach through the bars and cast
good
Lesser
shot.
Restoration on her.
All right, very good. She climbs up onto her feet inside the bars still, a little bit less painfully than she was a minute ago, and the ice kind of just slides off her, and she looks a little bit more comfortable now. She looks up in your face and she grabs your hand. She says, "You came.
Oh,
You came for me. You all
Yes,
came."
of course.
Oh,
When we heard you'd been deposed, we looked. And then when we heard word that you may have been in Scartabell, we were making plans to go there.
I was. She says, "Is Leith with you?"
Aye, he's on his way up now.
Oh,
I'm definitely within range because I healed up. Ren. Yes, my lady, I am.
that is good. Yes. Please get me out of this cage.
I could try rip it off, but I think let's wait for Electos. It's been enchanted.
Yes. Of course it has. Of course it has. It's been enchanted. Of course it has.
Aye. We
And-
can't risk it just in case it hurts you.
So, long story short, they bring a cart back and they put the cage on the cart. Electos comes by horse, and he does in fact open the cage with some sort of magic dispelling business. Unless Edryn wants to have a go at it earlier. Do you have dispel magic, Edryn?
No, I don't have that.
Nope, never mind.
I don't have the spell slots or the spell for that right now.
Fair enough. So you beat a fucking adult white dragon. How's that?
That's pretty good. That's a pretty kick-ass start to the year, and with 15 minutes left on the clock.
I know. I
Just
know.
so you know that the storm cloud eventually evaporates.
Okay.
And
Fair
the
enough.
zombies just kind of shuffle into formation.
I really should have
Ice
made it a
clinging
challenge
to their
rating 20
skin.
fucking dragon though, shouldn't I?
It almost got me. Holy
It almost
shit, I
fell
was so
away.
close.
It's fine. Am I allowed to dissect this dragon now? You're here.
Aye.
When Lord Balkinard turns up, you say that to him, do you?
Yeah.
Right.
I just sort of shout it into the abyss. It's not really
I'll
dropping.
do it.
He says, "Well, Lady Nyla, if you'll forgive me, I have some requests before you begin dissecting our dragon."
Your dragon.
Our dragon? It is in our city, is it not?
Nyla, it's their dragon. Okay? Yes?
Can I have my mirror back then?
He says, "I haven't even told you what my requests are."
Alright.
Yeah, let him tell his requests.
So sulky, Nyla.
My lord?
I
My
almost
lord,
died twice.
Yeah. Nyla, be nice. Be nice. Be nice. My lord,
Just sits
your
back on the
request
dragon
is...
again.
My request is that we keep the dragon intact long enough for enough people to see that we have killed it and that it is dead.
Oh, no, that's
Well, we
a
could stuff it.
remarkably good request, actually. I will suggest, this thing is bloody mighty, so at some point in the near future, I'd love to make some armor from its scales.
Going to rot.
Oh, for me? For me?
Aye, for you, for
Oh,
Bregan,
great, yes.
and for Balkinard.
It's really huge. If we leave it for too long, it's going to rot, and then it's not going to look like much of anything, and then nothing on it will be useful.
But keep
But
in
you
mind,
still have the skeleton.
aye, and the more people that see it, the better.
Yes, yes.
Look,
You could use its ribs as your front gate. You know what I
It's
mean?
not terrible.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know about you guys. I'm in no hurry to pull this thing apart. I could do it tomorrow. I need a good rest after that bloody slugging match.
Yeah.
Oh,
but-
I think
We do-
you deserve it more than anyone.
I think
Adrik.
that the townspeople should be given an opportunity to come and see what it was that has damaged their city.
Aye.
Indeed. We
And if they
also
wish
need
to
to look
thank
for
you-
a key.
They may also wish to thank you and to give you their tithings. After all, you are the ones, the heroes, that saved them. Perhaps they would like an opportunity to meet their heroes and to give their tithings to you.
Hero.
That would be most humbling. But Lord, we must get the Queen Clareska out of the cage.
Of course. Elect us, make do with this? Yes, of course, my lord. I'll get onto it at once. I have a scroll here somewhere. I should have some... Right, he goes off looking for scrolls to open the cage with.
So,
Yes, Max?
just for a little bit of flavor, how are the guards responding to the zombies that are just kind of
Shambling on out of town.
They'll kind of twitch every so often, but
Now,
Edryn's just kind of
Is there
watching
anyone they
them.
recognize?
Edryn, my question is, are they obviously working for you, or are they just kind of wandering around?
Edryn still got black eyes and with a crown on, so
They are basically they're lined up currently in old-fashioned Vanderholdian formation.
Right, and there's 8 of them, right?
There's 8 of them left. Yeah,
8 of them left, and they're standing next to you.
yeah. I'm in front, kind of sergeant majoring.
Right. Well, let me see. Most of them are very freaked out by this, and they are staying away from these undead zombies. I am going to make a quick check to see whether any of these zombies are recognizable, because they are from this town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
They are also
old cousin Bill might not be so happy about his,
No, that's fair, but it does take about 10 days for rot to set in.
Oh yeah, they won't be easily recognizable. Well, perhaps it's cold here. Okay. So, yep, the guards seem to be, they're just very cautious around these zombies. They don't go anywhere near them. They stay the fuck away from them, and they are acting extremely worried about you. They stay the fuck away from you with your black eyes and your crown.
Edryn? Edryn?
Yes. Yeah.
Don't you think you should get rid of those?
Oh, they've served their purpose, but we also thought the dragon wasn't going to come back, 2 hours later. So.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
Edryn.
Lay them to
I
rest.
understand.
Yeah.
Edryn.
Oh, yes. Due time.
Edryn. Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
guidance.
Natural 1 for a total of 5. I'll take the guidance, but it's not going to do anything.
That's a D4.
So the crown, Edryn.
Mm-hmm.
It's very awake right now, and it's sensing the presence of a great undead entity that has just entered the Shadowfell. And the crown has informed you of one word: Dracolich. And you think it would be an amazing idea to raise the dragon.
Good day.
Yes, Edryn.
If it's all right with you, a service tomorrow for my friend would be much appreciated.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. I'm going to go attend to his inventory, if you wouldn't mind.
Yes. Okay.
I'll be at his workshop when you need me. And I'll start marching. The word Dracolich kind of lingers in his head, and so when he commands the zombies to start marching, he yells it out in Draconic.
Okay.
And he starts leading the parade of 8 zombies down towards Day's house.
The guards stop you, Edryn. And one of the guards comes forth. He says, "Excuse me, Lord. My name is Donald Caraduk, Lieutenant here. I see you've summoned these...
Lieutenant.
You've summoned these creatures, and we appreciate that you have fought against this dragon for us. I respectfully ask that you dismiss these creatures and give them their license to depart. Is
Right.
not their time finished now?
Yes. Anyone currently present a close relative of any of these deceased by any chance?
Not that I know, sir. But I'm not sure of the names of the deceased. Did you catch them before you raised them?
It was all in the heat of the moment before the dragon. But if you would like, I can dispose of them now.
I see. If you dispose of them right now, I will
Edryn...
Lord, I will make provision to have them taken back to where they came from and replaced and put there before any fuss can be made.
Very good. Of course. I shall get onto that immediately. And due to the wording of Animate Dead, Edryn is just going to go around to each one of the 8 and just firebolt to the back of the head.
Okay.
Each one of the 8.
All right.
And after he's done that, he kind of just gestures to the dead bodies and goes, I hope this didn't disturb any of their funerary rites, and they can be interned back to their respectful resting places.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Lord. And they quickly go about their business, looking clearly terrified of you.
All right. Edryn goes to kind of tip a hat, kind of feels the crown, and just sort of, and then continues on his way.
Right. Okay, so you go into the apothecaries. Is that right?
Oh yes, Edryn is just going to continue what he was doing, where just slowly, methodically, kind of therapeutically cleaning Day's room, cleaning his apothecary and his back rooms and his stores, and kind of just like going through a little therapy.
Right, that makes sense. Okay, fair call. All right, thank you. Ren, what are you doing?
Well, I am going to follow surreptitiously the Crown King here.
Are you? So you're going to make a stealth check?
Yeah, I better.
You better.
Stealth, yes. Stealth.
Give us a stealth check, will you, Barry?
Really? Really? Can you just
roll us a stealth check? Yeah.
And has inspiration from Carl, just Carl.
You have inspiration. Wow.
Nice.
4.
A 4. Okay, well that was with disadvantage. Would you like to roll again?
Just a straight roll.
Actually, yeah, just a straight roll. Just make a straight check.
I'll try again.
All right, let's do it.
Hang on. Straight roll. Get off. Get off. Yes. And
a 12. Okay, yeah, it's stealthier. Yeah, ish. I mean, you're wearing armor and stuff, so there's only so much surreptitious you can do. Edryn, do you want to make a perception check?
I can if you like. Yep.
Thank you very much.
12.
12. A 12. Well, yeah, that's exactly the number. So yeah, you notice.
It beats.
You notice him, kind of sneaking down after you guys.
After about 5 minutes of noticing him tailing me, in Elvish, Edryn's going to go, Ren, a little bit of alone time, without facing him.
Not
just, like,
until you
speaking to him
take
through his
that
back.
crown off,
A little
bro.
bit of alone time.
Why don't you take the crown off? Can you?
Well, I rather like it on.
And it's gonna rather like you.
I'm
I
sorry that
imagine.
you.
Can you take it off?
I'm sorry. Some of us don't give up our magic items quite so easily, Ren. So I'd like to keep this on my head.
I just want to see you take it off just once, and you can put it back on. Go on.
Any good?
Simple process.
Edryn's going to
make a wisdom saving throw.
Try. Well, he's going to try first of all mentally communicate with the crown to basically be like, just for a second.
I think you still have to make a wisdom saving throw to do
Yeah.
that. It's not going to...
The rest of us are out of earshot of this, aren't we?
Yeah.
16.
Yeah.
16, yeah, you can take the
16.
crown off. And when you do take it off, at this point you have clear thought, and so the idea of a Dracolich may or may not just terrify you.
There we go.
Cut the crown in two. With my sword.
Sorry.
I'm going to cut the
It's
crown
in
in two
his
with my
hands.
sword.
Are you going to do it while it's in his hands?
Because he's going to put it back on his head again. And
I was actually going to go put it in my bag, but all right.
Are you going to put it in your bag? Do you tell me that?
What is
And if he has time
Edryn?
to-
Yes, I was actually just about to put it in.
Well, I think an insight check is in order, Barry.
Okay.
All
Well,
right, very good.
Good news is I always fail at insight check. Insight. And
Inside.
inside, there it is. Here we go. 22.
22.
Okay, you've got a pretty good idea of what Edryn's...
Edryn was going to until suddenly the clear thought said Dracolich wasn't a good idea, and he kind of went, maybe a break for a little while.
Here goes.
So the original plan was to take it off and put it back on, but the Dracolich being suddenly a bad idea has made him actually go, I'll
Okay.
take
And I can
5
obviously
for the day.
tell that you're... So what was it like with it on? What'd you feel like? What?
I saw Moradin standing behind Adrik.
Really? Ooh. That is interesting.
Yes, and clouds opening up over the White Dragon.
I like you an awful lot. You're a nice man. And as a friend, I'm just asking you, as a friend, please watch how long you keep it on. Please, please. I've lost too many friends in my life. I don't want to lose a really nice one. And he walks away.
All right.
And he turns around and says, oh, by the way, do you need a hand?
No, as I said, alone time with my thoughts would be rather nice.
Understandable. If you need anything, just call. Sorry about your friend, I really am.
Thank you, Ren.
And he leaves them. He walks off.
Very good. So Ren is walking off from Edryn. Edryn is going into his friend's house to tidy it up. Leith.
Yes, sir. Leith is standing in the wreckage of the building, with the dragon at his feet, and just everybody still there? Everybody
I'm still
else?
sitting on the dragon's head.
Yeah.
I haven't moved.
Obviously, Ren and Edryn are not there.
Thank you, Adrik. What you have done today is truly amazing, and is your first step.
I was about, there was nothing I couldn't do without you, but first step to what?
You will know when you've reached it.
Is this a case of, can he tell me or will he tell me?
I know Moradin is smiling on you.
Oh, this is such a good day until...
I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. These are just...
Don't like that. Don't like that at all. You're the messenger of tidings. That's fine. That's fine.
Yes, and I... Thank you.
I couldn't have done it without you. It's fine. Don't worry.
Shout out to Sharkity Shark Bums. Just like to say that. Yeah.
I'd rather fight the shark.
This
actually.
is your new DM from now on.
I am actually more scared of the shark. But that's because I've got an irrational fear, so that has nothing on you, Russell.
No, sharks. That is a very rational fear for a super predator. I'm sorry.
Oh,
they
it's
haven't
the
changed
shark's
anything
rolling.
Apex
really.
Predator.
That's
Shark's
it, yeah.
rolling. What's it gonna roll, Russell?
Yeah.
Is it rolling a 1?
14.
rolling for end of stream.
14.
Not bad, middle of the road.
Yeah, not too bad, eh?
Alright, so
Right.
am I to understand that we're not allowed to do anything to the dragon today?
No, we can have fun dissecting it later. I'm in no rush to leave
Let the
just
town
yet.
have its moment to breathe a sigh of relief, and then we will talk to Lord Balkinard about our share of it.
Okay. Can I make a survival check to see how long it will be preserved for in the weather that we're currently in?
Yes, you can.
19!
19. Yeah,
How long
you
is this
think
dragon gonna last?
you think the dragon will last a fair amount of time, actually. It'll last at least a month.
Okay.
Because it's the middle of winter. It's heading towards the end of winter now. So it's beginning to get warmer, but it hasn't quite hit that spring twist yet. So it hasn't started getting hotter exponentially.
I'm making a note. I will call you on this later.
Yeah, I know you will, goddammit. And I probably just screwed up the continuity on all my entire series of network of games in Sidariel.
Hey, to be fair, we're in the snow and it was a white dragon, so it was predominantly frost, so that could actually factor into it.
It does.
The fabric of Sidariel rests on the shoulders of dead dragons rotting.
Right. Literally, it does.
Russell, I'm
Okay, I
going to
hop
look
off
for
the
my
dragon.
sister.
All right.
Sister's just with Claresca. She's not leaving the Queen's side.
All right.
I'm gonna go to Balkinard and ask for my mirror back.
Okay, well, look, long story short, what happens is they post guards by the dragons, and you guys are invited to the castle to be feasted, rewarded, and to meet the townsfolk. The townsfolk are invited to the castle to meet the heroes that saved them. And they will come and they will deliver you that you are brought into the courtyard. They don't do this in the Megaron. They don't bring people into the castle because they're just peasants. But out in the courtyard, they set up a little space there where the people can come and offer you gifts, and they give you like about 100 gold each of silver pieces and other trinkets that they can afford, basically whatever they can give you. There may be a few other things that we can talk about between sessions. It might include some things like some livestock, because people can't always afford gold. Sometimes they've only got chickens or pigs or potatoes.
Nyla's not gonna take any gold.
So
She's gonna politely refuse.
fair enough. In any case, they do their best to reward you. They thank you profusely. They're all very, very moved by what you've done. They were terrified, clearly. Some of their families have been injured or killed or dead. The one thing you didn't know about that did happen, another piece of information that gets filled in, is that during the fight, when the dragon was flying around, there was a time when it went behind some buildings and you didn't see it, but it iced the whole marketplace and killed like 30 people.
I'm glad
Holy
it
shit.
did.
So there's that. So it's been a bit of a tragedy here in Balkinard this day, and you have managed to save them from their fate.
I don't take their gold either.
And Ren managed to keep his sword. And you have Queen Claresca of Skardabal, who thaws out and seems to be relatively okay and alive.
It's
And
nice to meet you, Your Majesty.
thank you. I am so moved that you came for me, that you saved... You were prepared to give your moonblade, she says to Ren. Is that not one of the artifacts of your people's race?
That is true, Your Majesty, but your life is far more important.
The life of one human queen is the value of a many, many, many millennia old magical artifact, a moonblade of the primal elves.
I am sure you are going to change many people's lives for the good. That is the only gift I ask from you.
I hope so.
Well,
Depends
young
what
and
you
once.
do with your reign.
So FYI, right now she's wearing nicer clothes, but she still has like her head shaved and cuts on her head and stuff like that. They probably bring her a hat of some sort by now. So she's probably wearing a woolen hat also.
Leith walks up to her and goes down on bended knee, avoids eye contact,
Okay.
his staff clutched beside him, and just says, Your Majesty, I must apologize for not making contact with you when you tried to find us after the events of Vaingate. I was nervous and afraid, and I'm so sorry.
It's no matter now, Lord Mistralath. Can everyone make an insight check?
Including me?
Well, you're not looking at her, are you? So it's going to be hard
No.
for you. You could make one with disadvantage, I think, Leith.
Okay.
Unlike
Am I there
Adrik, who
too?
gets advantage.
I just always have advantage because I have giant magic.
17 on a disadvantage.
17 with disadvantage.
Yep.
17 with advantage.
19.
All right.
17.
My insight's +6.
Crikey dick, mate. Well,
Here, mate.
what that amounts to is that Queen Claresca of Scarabell, she blushes. She is blushing.
Leith looks up, and he blushes similarly.
She looks away.
Leith,
I wished only that perhaps you would come and tell me of your adventures, but it is of no consequence now. Of course, things have changed so much. I am only so honored that you all were able to come. And how did you find me?
Entirely by accident, Your Majesty.
Truly.
We were coming this way anyway to bring aid further north. And we were roped into helping Balkinard, Lord Balkinard, free Balkinard from the Wizards of the Barrack Isle. And then the dragon happened. It told us of your presence. Ren risked his life to see how well you were. And we started devising a plan from there. There was fate smiling upon us.
Well, you have all succeeded so very, very well. As soon as I have my kingdom reinstated, I shall knight all of you.
actually, Your Majesty, what do you remember of how you came into the clutches of that dragon?
I was sold into the clutches of that dragon.
Sold?
Yes.
By whom?
I do not know who they were. They wore robes and they came in the night. They murdered my servants and my soldiers. My whole caravan was taken in one night. Only 2 of my servants survived, and they were taken with me. The 3 of us were children.
Where are they now?
They're dead. They're all gone.
Adrik's bad at reading these situations, so he's going to go up and hug her.
She stands there like a stunned mullet while you hug her and lets you because she's
okay.
never been in a situation where she wasn't the queen or a princess, you know?
She's just a frightened child to Adrik right now.
Right.
You're okay. I'm sorry about your friends.
She sobs into your collar and into your beard.
That's okay, lass. It's okay now. Eventually, when the shudders stop, let her go. You've been through quite an ordeal. So, you rest up. We're going to prepare. And if we can, and he's going to look at the rest of the group, we'll go get their remains. So you can say your goodbyes.
There's treasure.
Immaterial. You're what matters.
There's
We just want your peace.
there's gold and silver and gems up in the mountains at his lair. Ilgorax's lair.
Leith is fighting the urge to blush, but he says, I agree with Adrik. You are what matters.
Yes,
They are what matters.
Of course, but we should recover the treasure. The dragon's hoard. It had a hoard.
It could be very helpful for other things concerning flowers and foxes.
We're going to need to raise an army if we wish to take Vaingate back. We're
What
going
a
to
raise
need-
a
great
point.
idea! So inspired. We definitely need an army.
That's Michael laughing, not Adrik.
or three.
You're
Nyla's drunk.
Edryn had 3 armies earlier. This is his first time with 3 armies.
I look at the Lord.
Yes.
I go over to him and quietly say to him, I assume, my lord, you're going to have guards for the Queen?
Of course, Lord. In fact, I suggest that you guard the Queen. You are no doubt the most elite champions in all of Balkinard at present, and perhaps the Frostmoors too.
That's what I was about to suggest, with all due respect, my lord.
I think that we should, if you're so willing, perhaps you will take on the responsibility of becoming her, what is the word, chaperones, keepers?
I will speak to
Oh my god.
I will speak to my commander and ask, and I'm sure he'll say yes, my lord.
She is, of course, welcome to stay here, but once word is out that she is here, the Barakyle envoy will send their mages.
Yes.
I think we should move her. What do you think? Talk to your
Yes,
friends.
perhaps.
Very well. I have other business to attend to. There's a fire in the south side of the city, I've heard.
Thank you for your time, my lord.
You may have run of the rooms here, though. I leave you in the charge of my son, Gallard.
We have met, my lord.
Gillard, I lie.
Gillard. We have met, my lord. I borrowed his armor.
Of course you did, sir.
Yeah.
And on that note, I owe you a suit of armor for this deed that you have done today. Call me on that favor when you remember to. But I must go. And he marches off.
Yes, my lord. All right, I go to Leith.
All right.
The Lord would like us, sir.
Yes.
The Lord would like us to be the protectors of the Queen.
I think that would be a very good role for you.
And he also says that once the Barakyle envoy hear about the Queen's release, should we say, they might come here. So,
Yes, you're very right. I think perhaps we should get her to safety somewhere.
Yes.
Would she be welcome on the Isle of Shadows?
We did scout out for allies and she was named as one. No reason why she wouldn't be welcome.
Yes, I think she would be welcome.
Either way, we could probably help her get their crown back and then more allies. Raise an army, take down Vaingate. Like she said, good plan. Make her
Adrik's going to
interesting.
introduce Zin to Klerska. My lady, this is our friend that's traveling with us. His name is Zin.
Please
Zin?
excuse me, my lady. I'm Zin. Please forgive me. I've never met anyone of your station before. It is so humbling, and so I'm pleased to meet you. And she nods. It is nice to meet you too, Zin. You are a strange kind of elf. Yes, I am a drow. I have come from the Underdark with the assistance of our friends here. They saved me from a lifetime of abject horror, I think. But here we are. I see, she says. Well, it is nice to meet you, Zin. And what is it that you do here? Well, I'm just training, and I'm on my way somewhere to meet one of Lord Edryn's relatives. I think I'm supposed to stay with. Is that not right?
Where does Edryn live again? Where's his home? I keep forgetting its name.
Vanderhold.
Vanderhold.
Aye, we were on our way to Vanderhold. Get him as far north and safe as we could. He was to stay with Edryn's uncle, Gadolf. Nice, safe place, far from the horrors of the Underdark.
Lady Balkinard says, perhaps our dear Klereska could join your friend Zim in that journey.
That is up to the Queen Klereska. I'm sure another mouth to feed wouldn't bother Gadolf, with a small pittance to help him, of course.
I would, of course, and I do, of course, offer to keep either of the children here. If you wish to have them stay in Balkinard and trained in the subtle arts of court and intrigue, then they would be welcome. Going north at this time seems, well, I told you about the Goliath passage, didn't I?
Aye, there is still much to do there.
There's friction in the trade routes.
It may be best for, and he turns to Zin and Klereska, it may be best for the time being for you both to stay in Balkinard. That way, if you'll forgive a doddery, clingy dwarf, it would warm my heart to know that you're both somewhere that I trust and I know you're safe.
All right.
Leith walks over to Adrik and says, "Is that the best idea?"
For the time being. We've much to do here, so at least we know they have a home.
Well, those wizards will be here soon enough.
The last time we left Zin alone, he ended up not with us anymore. We're not leaving him alone. Just saying.
No, you're quite right.
Don't want to leave either of them in the way of the Barrack Isle.
No. For the time being, I imagine we'll be staying here, reprovisioning, dissecting that dragon. So I don't see us leaving anytime soon, unless something awful happens.
What could possibly go wrong?
The sky splits and just tentacles come on.
My Lord Leith, do you want me to be the Queen's bodyguard?
I think you should take it upon yourself to at least lead in keeping her safe.
So we'll be staying here the evening then?
Of course. I think we deserve it.
All right.
I was going to suggest if it's all right with Queen Klereska, that perhaps whatever room they give her, they put in a lady-in-waiting's bed, and I can stay with her in that room.
I can stay outside the door. sure
Very
I can
well.
get a seat there.
We
Well-
were given the tower to stay in before.
I think
It
out
had
of
lots of rooms.
game, we're beginning to deal with minutiae of
Yeah.
the game, and I want to wrap up.
Sure.
So I think, this is as good a place as any. You guys have a big feast. They put on a big dinner. You guys are heaped with rewards and food and places to stay and alcohol and things. And
Can I talk to Balkinard's daughter quickly?
Balkinard's daughter,
Walpurgh. Walpurgh,
Walpurgh. Yep.
the one that I was flirting with a while ago.
Oh yes. Yep. You find her.
Hi.
Good evening, lady.
Oh, sorry.
Uh,
Good evening, Lady Nyla. And
Good-
how may
good
I
evening.
assist you? Congratulations on your massive win today.
Thank you. It was very hard. I almost died twice.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I'm relatively resilient.
Is there anything we could have done?
I don't know. Probably not then. Not at the time.
Well, is there anything I can help you with?
I mean, I wouldn't. No. It's alright. It's been a lovely party, and I wouldn't want to trouble you.
Trouble me with what?
A good time.
Can you make a persuasion check? Nyla? Persuasion check.
Ah! Persuasion. Where is my persuasion? I have very little charisma.
Which is weird.
Oh, it's a 20!
Yes!
What?
Nyla fucks.
19 plus 1. So Nyla is going to be single-handedly responsible for leading Walpurgh Cassian of the Balkinard Lords off track.
damn right.
Very well.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. And I think we all know what's going to happen there. So, and we close the curtains on the Vaingate Chronicles and thank everyone for coming and watching our crazy little show. And we'll do a raid if people are keen.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, mate. Let's do a raid.
We'll do a raid even if they're not.
Yeah, mate. Let's do a raid. So
You're right,
do a
unwilling
raid even
patches
if
are
they're
dragging
not.
you kicking and screaming into the other stream.
kicking and screaming into the other.
Oh, I'm just happy it's dead.
Let's see who we can raid. All right, Sharkity Shark, who are we gonna raid today?
I'm so happy.
Raid channel. We're not raiding Critical Role because they're boring.
Well, it's their second stream, so
Yeah,
it's
I
a
know.
re-recording, so
a
it's not actually their thing.
Rerun. Yeah. Okay,
And
we're
we'll
gonna
just
raid
be
Captain
we'll just be in the middle of like
Awesome
a
stream. Glad my Fridays are back. Being cool again. Have a great weekend. All good night. Good night, WolkskinWitch.
Thank you, WolkskinWitch.
You're
Good
amazing.
night.
Thank you,
Good night,
Wolfskin.
Charlie. Good night, Sharkity Shark. Good night, Carol.
Good
So
night.
Carol, you guys
Good
are
night,
amazing.
guys.
Thank you for your
Thank you.
inspiration.
Thank you
Y'all
for the
are amazing.
inspiration.
Oh
Madam
my God.
Lucille, yes.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Thank you, everybody.
All right.
You're
Thank
awesome.
you.
And we raid now.
good night.
Bye.